Okay. Back on the internet. What have I missed today?
Wait, you see all the Kai stuff or not?
A little bit, but I haven't seen like a ton of it. Okay, it looked like he tried to do a PS4 giveaway. Was he in Manhattan?
I don't fucking in the middle of the city or some shit, and bro, I don't live there. I don't know what the fuck shit is not like PS4 apparently. I'm ordering pizza right now. Hold up. Oh, PS5. My bad. Yeah, Chad was right.
At Union Square. Why? Jesus. What did he think?
Well, I think it's the whole point. I think he didn't, which is what the main argument is, which I think I agree with. Well, I think it's the whole point. I think he didn't.
Wait, is Train in here? I just turned on your stream.
No, I'm just looking at examples that was as the content, and I was waiting for you.
Oh.
It's 64 arrests. I think like half of them juveniles. Libel were apparently hurt physically. A lot of damaged property, cars, shit like that.
Jesus.
Stores got some. I think a store. I saw one store get looted.
Oh, the Foot Locker and the was it like a Zumbia or something or?
Yeah, Zoomies.
Zoomies.
Play fireworks. Right?
Hold on, I just got linked an XQC clip reacting to Hassan.
Well, Hassan Stick was very, very dumb.
Yeah, he immediately race baited. That's like all the progressives do. They just race bait instantaneously. Like.
And how did he do that?
Who, Hassan?
Yeah.
I've only seen clips so far, so maybe I'm missing greater context. But I saw a clip of some like 60-year-old guy that apparently was saying he got beat up and his shit got stolen. And then afterwards, Hassan like looks up from his phone because I guess he wasn't paying attention. Like, why are they making such a big deal out of like a $3 bag of Cheetos? It's because they're racist.
Wait, is that what you said? I didn't pay attention to it. That was just kind of brain rot.
Well, fuck. Well, don't take my word for it. Go look at the clip. I don't want to. Oh.
No, I watched the clip. I had the same feel to it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's pretty much spot on. Yeah. Yeah, we're watching it while I talk to him. Okay, so you have to bear with me on this one. Yeah, I saw that, but no, I think some of it was pretty bad because it was like, well, they were just dancing around. But it's like I think dancing on cars while you're breaking them is a pretty bad statement for like dancing.
Yeah, just dancing on a car. Like, I mean, wasn't that one Chauvin guy? Was he just like break dancing on George Floyd's neck? Like, what a weird thing to say. Like, why would you? Why would you? What a stupid. I mean, I know why he's saying it, but it's like
every time I send a call and you pick up,
yeah.
Right? I go and I'm like, let's just talk about things, and you just make the wildest tangents, and I'm just sitting there like I don't know if I approve this. I'm just fucking.
It's not a wild tangent. It's just a really stupid thing to say.
What, he said that?
If he said they were just dancing on a car, that's kind of a dumb thing to say. Why would you say that?
Okay, true.
It's like saying I was just fucking a girl last night. I just didn't get her permission first, right? Like that's just a
That's
just a wild thing to say. Why would you say something like that? Like it's just a weird thing to say.
Do you have any other good examples you want to give us right now, or is the cutoff right now?
I mean, I can think of some more, but we're good.
Okay. Jesus, man. Actually, I can think of one that's on Hassan's on Hassan's plate, but I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that would have been spicy. No, too spicy for my stream.
I mean, you might as well say it now.
Planes.
Good afternoon from Australia.
Planes?
YT chat.
Okay, bro, stop.
Was it a 9/11 joke?
Kind of.
Jesus.
Because it's, I mean, is it? doesn't he have the take? You know, like the take. Is that his take?
Right, he doesn't have like real takes. It's just like there's like I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's like a brand of edgy, but it's like corporate safe edgy. So you can market yourself as being like really edgy, but you're actually like, well, no, not like you. It would be like being really edgy towards like corporate safe edgy targets. So for instance, being like, we should just go out and beat the shit and kill some cops. And it's like, okay, right? It's like saying shit like that. Like let landlord blood run in the streets. Like, okay, 9/11 was okay. It's like, all right, right. But if you were to come out and say some shit like, you know, like the nukes were justified on Japan, now everybody's looking at you crazy, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe we should kill shoplifters. Now everybody's like, whoa, dude, too far. But no, there's like a brand of there's a brand of edgy content where you can be edgy, but as long as your targets are okay, right? Like if I go on Twitter,
yes. Okay, yeah. Now it makes a lot more sense. Now I get it.
Yeah.
You explained it way better now than it was before. Now.
Yeah. Like you can go on Twitter and be like really racist as long as you're racist towards white people. It's really funny, right?
Sure. Okay.
Look at this vanilla gorilla. Like these guys don't even have culture. Like that's like really funny. But yeah. Anyway, it's just annoying. But
all right. Do you have any other analogies or examples you would like to put out before we continue or not?
Listen, I just debated the world's greatest 9/11 conspiracy theorist, okay? So I'm very edgy right now. What's up? You can't just catch me up. What'd you call me for? What'd you want to talk about?
Let me guess. It involves steel beams.
No. He's past that. He's not.
Aliens?
No, it's
PMT?
It's the idea that Saudi Arabia and Israel were complicit in knowing that we were going to get 9/11 and our intelligence agency. It's just really complicated conspiracy shit.
Okay.
But he's not like an alien guy. He's not like crazy. Like he thinks the Earth is round and shit, you know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Do you think that do you think Kai should be held responsible?
To a certain degree, by quantifying and be able to have a good profile on what the intent is and what the actual result is, I think you've got to draw a big in between that is favorable for everybody. That's reasonable, and that should be what happens.
Give me a sec. I'm getting linked a clip for pre-meditation. Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, 500 people can fit right there. They said more. NYPD gonna be on dick. NYPD gonna pull up. Oh, well, fuck it, bro. Chat, we going all out, chat. I'm telling you, bro. This is gonna be a fucking movie.
Nah, that ass though.
14 Union Square Park, right in front of the Whole Foods, bro. You feel me? Interact with your niggas.
You gonna see this big ass green sign?
Has he ever been out in public before and done like a fan meetup or?
Not like that.
No. Because like if he's never like seen his fans publicly, I could like maybe buy it. Like when I started doing fan meetups, like
how? People were coming after doing a PR voice. Not PR voice. That was my actual take. Like, I'm trying to be careful with my words because I don't want people to think, yeah, dude, like live in prison, fuck him. Like, dude, relax. So like, take accountability and being held accountable for something that you do. It doesn't have to be like, and I know how people are gonna be, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, it might be cheating. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Uzi video. That's different. He's not the one at the helm of it. I don't think it was announced the same way. I don't think it was approached the same way. I don't think it was the same amount of people. I think it was different. Like the context matters, and every single thing around that are important in establishing a profile. It's very, very, very important. And people say it's the same thing. Lol. Like it's very, very short-sighted. It's very stupid to say.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, okay, I'm trying to understand. I'm watching you play Overwatch. Does this character, it looks like when you shoot the beam, do you have to be aiming at them, or does it like go to the side too?
It's pretty AoE, right? Unless you're using right click. Right click is like a bing. Right click is a new ability in the game. Let's see that right click? Bang! It's a new ability that has to be very precise. Otherwise, it's pretty AoE, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, just checking.
This guy's on my balls the entire game too. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I thought you would have covered your news today and you would have known about this, you know, the whole thing.
I did a big debate like 5 hours ago, so I got home, did emails and stuff.
Did you win though?
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Rough as in what? Rough as in like you're arguing with like a brick wall?
Rufus and I woke up at like 10 a.m. today, and I read like 170-page fucking write-up on the entire like entry of Russia into fucking Ukraine, and I didn't get to discuss anything because the guy didn't know anything about the topic. I thought he would, and then the last hour was just him like rambling off a bunch of random 9/11 things. It was just boring as fuck. But this guy, I had to debate with this guy a long time ago, and I got pretty crushed because my knowledge about the Middle East was just really bad. But
oh, so you lost by almost by default?
A long time ago. Yeah, by default, yeah. But I thought he just had a bunch of conspiracy. Yeah, but this time I knew way more. But every single time, and now I see how he works a little bit more. Anytime I knew what I was talking about, or the guy with me knew what he was talking about, this guy would just like not say anything. It was like, okay.
Oh. You know what? I do have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Something that chat gave me a lot of pushback on, and then maybe I thought was wrong. When you are in a vehicle and there's a ride around you, right? And your vehicle's being damaged, the people on top of it, and then you fear for your life. Is it justified to gas pedal?
Don't ask me these questions.
See, I think I answered my question today, and I shouldn't have. I said fuck it, just send it.
I'm gonna fall really far on the side of self-defense, and I'm usually gonna fall really far away from people that are being aggressive towards other people.
Okay, same then.
Yeah, if you're like piling up in a car with other people, and then that car like gasses it, and you get like ran over or some shit, I super don't feel bad for you at all. Like that's your fault. Like how
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
stupid
bro! Listen, that is my. I got shit on everybody today by saying that taken. I got shit on. I said I'm on the side of survival, not wanting to die, and I think that I thought people were gonna send that, but they somehow don't. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I might just die here. Opening this. This hero is just bad, by the way. Yeah. So, in what instance is it like full justified? Like, is there like how much do the semantics matter in this instance?
What do you mean by semantics?
The small things, the small components, like is it are people on it? Are people trying to get inside of it? Are people surrounding it? Are people not surrounding it?
I mean, obviously, I'd have to see the situation. If there's like one guy banging on your window to the left, that's pretty stupid.
Well, people with a stick went and broke the back window on the car.
Oh, if windows are being broken, then yeah, fuck it, then you go for it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If windows are being broken, I think
you said that you thought you were gonna die.
Yeah, if windows are being broken, you're probably past the point where I'd say you're good to just gas out of there. Somebody link to the clip. Is there a clip of this or?
Yeah, there is. Okay, so here's my take. I maybe the law agrees with you or not. I'm pretty sure it does. If you can make a reasonable case for the fact that you thought you were going to die in that instance, I think you're good to send it. Because I don't think a lot of people understand the state of mind that you would be in a vehicle that's being broken into when a lot of individuals, and you cannot make a super really good calculated move almost in front, what's inside, what's above. Like if you think you're gonna die, like things get crazy.
I'm not sure. I don't know where the law would actually stand on that.
Let's send you the video.
Nobody has a link to the guy hitting.
Sent it to you on my internet call. Going full gas is not okay. Going small gas is okay. Well, I think that's actually even worse. Small gas means that if you just go run like that, right? People get mad at you. Then now they'll make a case of like now they're doing self-defense, and now they're going to try to hurt you, and now they have a better case of hurting you at that point. Your goal should be to survive and get the fuck out.
Footage of crowd destroying random cars driving by at Kai Cenat's New York, or Kai Cenat, hold on. Wait, are there people in this white car?
I thought it was a black car. Yes, there's people, yes. Wrong clip, maybe? There's two cars next to it, I think. How am I not getting healed? Like, are we not playing the game?
Oh, dude, this poor fucking guy, man.
That's what I said!
This is like just some random fucking guy that probably lives in the fucking Bronx, is like drove into the city today because he wanted to get a fucking coffee with some new woman that he just met. He probably got divorced or his wife died like 20 years ago, trying to start his life. This fucking kid jumps on his windshield, $1,200 repair right there. Oh my God, this guy's whole life. Oh man.
Yeah, am I getting killed now or what?
No, there's just like, this kid just like jumped on this dude's fucking window for no reason, and he broke the windshield. Yeah, and you can see the guy driving. It's just like an old dude who's just like, he probably hates his fucking life right now. Sorry, hold on. Oh, and then here's another car.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
Oh, I think I just heard. Why is this guy? What are they doing? What is even happening? Why?
Bro, it's just like actual brawling. And I don't think there's any thought behind any of it.
But like, I'm just trying to think of like how much of a like fucking Down syndrome retard you have to be. You're like in a crowd of people and you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking break shit. Like, how retarded are you?
Gotcha. Anything else?
I mean, you're like the kid at kindergarten that nobody wants to play with, except that's all of them, right? You're the guy where there's like 15 kids and like 4 kids in the corner, and they build a block, and this is like the guy that, he's probably a little bit taller, he's developmentally delayed, so he's like a year or two ahead of the other kids, and he comes over and just kicks all the blocks over, and he's like, oh, and then he goes home and he cries because he has no friends, he can't figure out why. His mom and dad don't listen to him, his dad's probably gone, mom hates him, she probably does, yeah, it's just, what, I'm just trying to think of like, how do you grow up?
Like, there's a lot of assumptions. Like the other guy, divorced guy, this, that, is. Okay, there's a lot of assumptions.
I can see into the Matrix. Okay, yeah, I can see everything. Okay, I'm just trying to think of what kind of person you'd be like. I'm gonna start hitting the car. Like, why would you do this? Like, why would you stand on the car? Like, this is how I play Elden Ring. Like, you see like a rock, and you're like, I wonder if I can stand on the rock. And then you see like fire, and you're like, can I stand on the fire while I take damage?
It's very Elden Ring behavior, 100%.
Why would you do this? Like, if the car moves while I'm on it, I wonder if the physics engine can handle me at the same time. Like, that's what these kids are doing.
Yeah, it's just like the whole, like, I see something, I jump on it, I see something, I break it type of behavior. It's like very, mentally backed up type shit. You're not wrong. Also, it's very common with, like, like, herd mentality. Like, let's just do whatever.
Jesus Christ. This is the clip with Kai's car.
I might have to that, but the Diva's low though. I don't know who Mercy is healing or like whatnot. I don't.
Seeing that crowd there chase after. That's it. That's the vehicle right there.
Guys, heads up, just full warning. If I get to this level of popularity, if I'm doing a meetup in any of these cities and you guys crowd my car like this, not only will I run you the fuck over, I will back up and run you over twice, okay? So the ambulance can't save you. You guys are fucking crazy. If you do this shit to me in real life, if I'm killing one of you, I'm taking like 20 of you out with me, all right?
Gotcha,
this is some wild shit in a video game.
Okay, bro. Yesterday we had a good talk. Today, this guy that you debated today literally radicalized you instantly.
No, this is just wild, bro. What are you watching? This is insane shit. Or maybe because I'm older than you.
That's what I said.
But nobody agreed with me. Zooming? Do you look at this and you're like, oh, this is like, is this Winston behavior? Like, what's? No, that wasn't supposed to be racist. I didn't mean it like that. You know, I didn't mean it like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't mean it like that, right? Yeah, okay. Like, what are we doing here? Why are they just on his car? Do they think that like if they make it to the end of the destination that they get to go like hang out with him for the day? Is it like a game show or?
It's not a game. It's not Takeshi Castle. No.
Clearly, you're looking at a very dangerous situation with this car now.
Why are they on the car? What is happening?
Driving pretty fast with those people clinging on to the.
I feel like I'm watching World War Z or this like fucking Resident Evil. What the fuck is going on?
This guy, Mercy, move! You can win this fight. You just gotta actually get there in res though.
Why they're not stopping to,
gotcha.
That is why.
Jesus. World War Z, World War Zoomer. True. Anyway.
Kill him.
Yeah, they were trying to.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying about any of that? Yeah. So I was very much on the side of like, I mean, dude, like,
Let these people
there's not much of an argument that you can make for somebody not to care for their life at that point. Like, you're not gonna say, like, people were like, I told my child was like, well, what do you do then? Do you just go, okay, well, I will die because I don't want to hurt anybody. You gonna go, I'm gonna let myself die. I don't think anybody would do that ever in that situation. Like, nobody lets themselves die.
And then there just someone fell off. Okay, joining us now is Bob Boyce.
Like, I need some heals down there. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know if you're like fucking completely delaying your brain. I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
And then there just someone fell off. Okay, joining us now is Bob Boyce.
What was I saying?
Jesus Christ. Man, all I'm gonna say is after seeing all those clips, goddamn, I bet there were some racist ass cops there. That's all I can see. It looks like white supremacy to me.
Oh my god, man! And then you try to call out fucking Hassan for fucking race baiting, and here you are doing reverse race baiting or some shit like.
You don't think that's white supremacy? Explain how it's not. You know that those kids were just trying to get pictures with Kai so that they could sell them in the hood to redistribute the resources back to their families,
oh my
right?
God! What's going on with you today, man?
Anyway, how's your day been going?
It's like decent. Hadn't interest in me getting my day that much.
What'd you wake up doing today?
It's like just dumbass shit.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, there was a boat party, and I was gonna go to the boat party. There's a lot of fucking people. There's like 50 plus streamers.
Wait, is this like in Austin?
Yeah, and I was supposed to go to the boat party. I was like, I should take the day off, and have fun for once. And I go there, and then I'm like, it's hot outside. I don't really feel like socializing. And then I get a call that I have to take, and then another call that I'll have to take later. And I'm like, you know what, man? I want to be at home. So like, they were waiting for me at the dock. There's like 100 people. Like, I don't know how many people. There's a lot of people. It's a full boat. And then I look, and I'm like, I was supposed to go get my bag, and I come back, and they're all waiting for me. And then they're like, yo, X, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. And I just wave my hand like I'm out, and I just turn around and get out. And that's it. I didn't yell. I didn't feel like going. And
Are there any like types of social activities that you enjoy doing with other people, or?
I don't know.
DGG4 life, brotherman.
Something okay, I like a big bonkers insane party, or a more medium, or a more personalized close counter experience with like less people, right? So I like more of the early game and very late game spaces when it comes down to like social events. Make sense or not?
I heard you like really big parties or medium parties.
No, small like 8 people. Okay. That I really like, and we're doing something that's more personalized, or like a massive, like fucking all out, whatever the fuck. Anything in the middle, I think, annoys me a little bit.
Okay. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Because you can have a combo with almost everybody, even at the same time. And then and the other one you don't give a fuck, and you have no idea with anybody, and you're just wilding out, right? Anything in the middle, it seems like you want to be with everybody, talk to everybody, but you have no real combos, but it's not decent enough to justify it. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, at that point, you should just stay home.
Sure. Do you like drinking at all?
Yeah, I like getting fucked up. Like, I mean, I don't drink to drink. I hate drinking. I drink to get absolutely fucking mauled.
Based, okay. Do you do any other types of fun drugs besides?
No. Oh, I don't talk about that much ever.
Okay, never mind.
Well, the reason why I don't talk about it is that I don't want to open a door to a yes or a no, right? Therefore, it's all unknowns, right? Because if I say yes or no to something, and then one I say, oh, well, I'm not gonna answer that, then the people will know based on my answers. what I did or haven't done or what. So I always said, fuck it. I say, I don't answer to any of them.
Okay, I've got a similar policy like that, so makes sense. All right.
You know what your policy?
Yeah, where there are certain things where there are certain topics on my stream that I just say like I don't confirm or deny anything about this, because if you like confirm or deny some things, then people can guess for other things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty much what I do with that. So it's the same way I approach whether I have a hood on my juicer or not.
A hood on your juice?
On my juicer, man. Whether
a condom or what?
No, whether my you know, you're like, whether my corn dog is breaded at the top or unbreaded, man. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like it is what it is. Like, just so I don't talk about it because it could be both. It could be none. It could be one or the other. So I just don't.
Oh.
I just don't want that. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Nature's condom. I know what you mean.
I think these players are very bad. Like, I'm all the way in there. Like, people need to start fucking moving up.
He's got a debate with H3H3 on Monday. Oh, is that true?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you excited for it?
Not particularly. I'm excited for content.
Are you like, is he just gonna call into your stream, or are you like going on like the show?
Oh no, I'm going to my stream 100%. I'm not going anywhere, bro.
Okay.
I mean, guys, we're gonna have to do something with our buttons and shit like that. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I'm talking to him, buddy. I'm not in comms, bro. I'm fucking brain dead. These players on my team are all fight. They all have 0 or 1 kill, all of them. Like, and I had 4. Quite literally, I'm playing with complete dog shit players.
Wow. Have you watched anything of what Ethan said? Have you like written down any notes, or are you just gonna fucking?
I don't have to. He's wrong on all counts.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Ethan's been on a roll lately. Okay.
With what? Split impressions?
He trashed the world-renowned debater Just Pearly Things. He just thrashed Hassan Piker a couple days ago, or yesterday. I don't remember. Just saying, be careful, you know.
Right. Yeah, no. Guys. Can still win this if we don't know garbage. Who am I talking to?
XQC's chat wants to play Overwatch with him? I don't have Overwatch. Fuck that shit, okay? Nice try, though.
Okay. Okay, I might fucking die on stream, like, right the fuck now. My veins are about to blow in my fucking head. Holy shit. Brother, I don't think you understand it. I am doing everyone in this game. I'm carrying all of them in my backpack. These people are fucking dog shit. Christ. I'm so focused, bro. I think my fucking head's about to blow up. Oh my god, man. Bro. Dude, you should have seen that. I'm killing everybody, staying on the point, tapping the point. What more can I do, man? I'm dead here. Oh my god, he got saved by this bullshit fucking ability. That's disgusting. Yikes. Is this not gonna respawn? Like, what the fudge? You guys are fucking dog. Anyway. What else?
Ask X about lethal force for defending property. I don't know if that guy just got to stream or...
That's fine. What the fuck? How is that a debate?
It's been a hot topic of contention on my stream for a while.
How is it a debate?
Well, some people are saying you should just let it go, you know?
So, some property are also, safety, right?
Well, yeah, in places where safety, when safety's at risk, like generally people are okay with you doing whatever, right? But then it's not a matter of defending property, it's a matter of defending self.
And how will you know where it's going to stop and what they're going to want? And like, how can you establish that on the fly?
Well, when they say defending property, what they're saying is, let's say you're like in a store and you see somebody go to snatch your purse. And let's say somebody snatches your purse and they're running away, or your wallet. Do you have a right to shoot the person in the back as they're running away?
Well, never run away. Doesn't matter what scenario. Never in a runaway scenario.
No, wait, what? Never what?
You never shoot somebody running away ever. That's just like a big no-no. Doesn't matter what it is.
So that would be an example where you wouldn't defend your property if they've stolen it and they're running with it, and that's the only way to like stop them from stealing it. Then, right?
Yeah, even if they're not even stealing something, like, even if your safety is at risk or was at risk, when they're running away, they're running away. Like. Okay.
So I'm just saying that's an example then of not like defending. What if they're like coming to run to steal your wallet and it's sitting on the table?
Well, that's completely different.
Okay.
That's not even close to the same thing.
Sure, but then you're not always defending property then with lethal force, right? Or you don't think you should always be able to defend property, or maybe it sounds like you think you should never defend property with lethal force. What you're actually protecting is
never. I think the nevers are really bad in this case.
Well, no, hold on. I'm saying that it feels like you're saying the only time you should use lethal force is if you feel like there's a safety issue, like your life is a threat, basically.
Yes. I mean, yes, or safety-related things, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
when somebody
really...
wants to rob you out of your asthma pump when you're having an attack, or somebody robbing your gun. Like, somebody's robbing your gun. I mean, what do you do with the gun?
But then in that case, we're not really talking about defensive property. You're more like on defensive, like safety.
It's still property, right?
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, what if you have a sniper rifle and you're in a tree house outside, and somebody breaks in your house and they steal your gun, and they're just gonna like run away with it? Do you have a right to snipe them to protect your gun?
So why do you always say running away when I told you running away is already no-no?
Okay, they're running into your house to steal your gun and run away with it. Like they're not gonna.
Well, I don't know what their intentions are.
Let's say that the police station just said they're doing a huge gun buyback. If you bring a 9mm handgun, they'll buy it back for $500, no questions asked. So a bunch of people are trying to rob houses for their guns to go and sell them at the police station. So you see a guy run in, he sees a gun, he's like, oh, and he shouts, I'm going to take that gun to go sell it. Would you be able to snipe that guy to keep him from stealing your gun, or could he just steal the gun?
If you have to make such a fucking dystopian example for your argument to go through, I think you've already lost the argument. So at that point, I don't want to have to entertain that.
Okay, I don't think that, it sounds like you don't have a defensive property position, you have a safety position, but oftentimes that can be intertwined with certain types of properties. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Which is a fair position. I think it's like that's a pretty normal position, I think.
You guys are dog shit. I can't play with you guys. Go, go. Give me one thing. Give me literally one thing on that. Like actually.
Give you 1 second.
Yeah, I was up the comms and I entered the comms just to tell you guys how fucking absolutely dog shit you guys are. Okay, I'm back. Okay.
Can you get banned for that, or do they not give a fuck?
What fuck do I care? They are garbage. I'm just stating facts. Problem? Anyway, can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. So my thoughts about that, it really depends on the amount of force projected or potential from somebody that is doing that action. So like stealing, right? And I think you can reasonably, on the fly, make a good assessment of what kind of force should be used against somebody. I think the threat of a gun should be enough if somebody's just stealing bare hands, right? And be like, yo, dude, like stop that shit, right? And I think that encounter is very valuable to how things are going to go forward, right?
Yeah. If you brandish a firearm at somebody and they seem willing to continue the confrontation, it seems like they're willing to at least take the gun from you or something. Right?
Yes, exactly. So they it seems like now they understand the risk and they're not really computing that. And at the point, it's pretty much, it's a wild card, right? And I wouldn't want to be put in a position where somebody has a wild card or is a wild card. Too risky for me. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think sometimes people use it too leisurely though. I mean, I've seen it on social media. I think it's bad. I think guns are nothing to joke about, and people are very, very dumb on the internet about takes with guns. People do not respect firearms the way they should, like almost ever.
Yeah, I mean that's generally a lot of firearm owners have pretty poor behavior with firearms sometimes. That's pretty true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive problem I think right now. It's why everybody wants all the guns and nobody wants to learn or train or keep themselves in touch with like we should just gun safety and procedures. People are being very stupid, but everybody wants a gun. Nobody wants to spend the time that it takes to either maintain, train to get a gun. Like nobody, it's very weird to me. If you care that much about having a gun, then you're gonna care that much to do the things around owning a gun, right?
Not always. I think that I think guns are actually a lot like cars sometimes, right? Like sometimes you have people that like to own cars because they really like cars. So like they know how to change their own oil. Yeah, maybe. Well, you usually buy cars for other people, right? I'm just kidding. But they know a lot about cars. They know a lot about like how to change oils. They might go to the track. They might do a lot of fun things with their vehicle. Like those are like people that are like car enthusiasts. But then you have other people that just like to buy cars because they just want like an expensive car, right? I think for firearms, I think it's like the same thing. You've got people who they like, some people are really into guns. They like to collect different types of guns. They know a lot about them. And then there are other people that like to just have guns because it makes them feel cool, basically, right?
Okay, yeah, but if you care that much about guns, you won't care that you need training to learn how about gun safety, about etiquette, about everything, right?
I mean, if you just want the gun for the status symbol, then you might not give a fuck at all. But I mean, like if you're into guns, if you're a gun enthusiast, then yeah, I agree.
I'm resetting chat. Say it one time.
If you're a gun enthusiast, then I agree that you should be researching, like, or you should know properly. Like if you got a friend who has a gun, you should always be able to say like, what are the 4 rules of gun ownership, right? There's like 4 cardinal rules for how to handle the gun safely, and every single person that has even a single firearm should be able to recite all 4 of these every single time. That's like an intro test, but yeah.
Makes sense, yeah. This game is just bad, by the way. This is dating a murder. This dating a murder. This game is garbage. Anyway, okay. I think I will agree to that. This guy cheating. No, we lost the game. We lost this instantly. Okay. I don't even know the cardinal rules, and I'm actually pretty knowledgeable with guns too. It's just kind of crazy. What is it? Like fucking don't point the gun. Don't point the gun at anybody. Act like it's loaded. Finger off the trigger or safety on, shit like that. Or what?
Yeah, those are the 3 big ones. There's a 4th one that most people should know. You can kind of get away with that, but the 4th one is always be aware of what's beyond your target. But the other 3 you said those are the 3 big ones. Yeah.
Oh, so almost had it without even knowing. I guess I had decent training then. Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty aware always of what's behind. It's always a thought behind, like, if somebody were to shoot you right now in this position, like, oh, okay, yeah, like I get it. Yeah, I'm talking about yeah. Anyway, yeah. This game was over anyway before I even started. Fuck these bitches ass noobs. These people are very, very bad. This is 12 and 15. Yo, President, if you're gonna snipe, man, you cannot be that bad. Next topic. I don't think it's a bad topic. Like rifle ammo pierces like fucking crazy. Like in this, I wanted to get bulletproof windows for all my windows, right? And then basically bulletproof windows that block rifle ammo are pretty insane and kind of hard to set up, right? They literally are because the rifle is so fucking powerful.
Sure.
So it kind of gave me a little bit of insight on how much rifle actually pierces in the real world, right? And especially NA walls, NA fucking houses, bro. It's literally like you're playing a game. You have like a laser beam, like an actual laser that just lasers through everything. It's kind of insane.
I think bullets penetrate a lot more things than people think they do in real life.
Yeah.
So for instance, like even a handgun, even a 9mm pistol will shoot through car doors, right? So in the military, there's a difference between cover versus concealment. Like hiding behind a bush might be concealment, but it's not cover because it can be penetrated with small arms fire, right? Yeah. And even like drywall inside of a house can be super penetrated by just like a normal handgun bullet.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. My multiple rooms, the whole fucking, it pierces the entire fucking house.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, what else want to talk about? You run me through the mill of all the. I did that with Hassan one time. All the questions that are kind of almost like not baity, like actual bait, but like general, like almost like political view questions. Take on this or take on that. Just no, the general takes. That's all.
Okay, what's your take on Russia and Ukraine?
I don't know enough about the topic. I don't really understand it. I think that it's more. Here's my take. It's ignorant, but sometimes it's kind of relatable. I don't think a lot of people actually understand it. The dynamics at play, and I don't either. So I say that I don't. I'm like a lot of other people.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's gonna be true of almost any like international conflict. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, now my chat's saying question mark, and they see the same thing. Now they all act like they know exactly what it's all about, and they do not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. If you were to pick any people that say question mark, they probably don't have no idea of any of the historical whatever, geopolitical. They probably know none of that. It's like actually zero.
Yeah. Ask me if Dom. Okay, chat. Give me questions.
What about the Tate house arrest? Have you looked into that at all, or like the charges and whatever?
Yeah, I think the charges are pretty rough. The indictments, I think they're fucked, but who knows? We'll see. I've said since the beginning, let the process play out. They have their.
That's
day.
what I said. Everybody said, dude, so you're gonna defend them? I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah, everybody's kind of already staked out like a hard position. Like all the red pillars are all like completely defending them no matter what. A lot of people on the left are attacking them no matter what. But I mean, you gotta wait for. you gotta wait and see what happens, because it's gonna be really embarrassing if you claim that like, oh, 100% this blah 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 blah, and then it ends up not.
That's
being that,
Yep, that's right. That's why when things are that severe, I don't make takes ahead of time that much. I just kind of go like, well, I mean, these are just complicated processes, right? And then you really have to give them the time, because a lot of these things we don't understand, people don't understand, and even the things that look very concrete are maybe possibly not. And I don't want to make damage off the basis of like, oh, well, I want to have a take about this, and then be like, okay, well, I was wrong, and I caused a lot of damage. That's really would restart for somebody.
Yeah.
Which is what was my take about other stuff, but I guess people were still dumb about it, so they didn't really let me the chance to talk about it.
Ask XCC why he isn't embraced in Quebec. Why has he turned his back on his province?
I never turned my back on him. What does that mean?
I don't know. What do you Wait, do you speak French? You must, right?
Yeah, of course. I speak French Quebec, man.
Okay. Do you think that, are you and Forsen ever gonna get like to the hardcore speedrunning area where you download like the programs to launch like 20?
Oh, I did. The video that I have now, I spent about a month of actual like tryharding. It's not full tryhard yet, because I'm not doing mapless because it's bad for content. But if he beats my record, I'm going contentless, like actually 0 content.
Yeah.
It's very mapless is very bad for content because you're just resetting over and over, and you're never actually doing any runs.
Why do you think? Does that mean you guys will do like the? I haven't watched too much, but they do like beach treasure chest hunting. It seems like.
Yeah, exactly. That's mapless.
Yeah.
It's treasure chest without a map, and it's pretty rare to find an island, a spawn in that has that. You have to rescan a lot of water, so you have to get your 4x4 like 16, right? And you have to get Then you have to look at you have to find all the water islands, all of them. And then find one that have a chest, and it's gonna be like 1 per like 30 or something like that. So it's gonna be like a lot of resetting.
Gotcha.
When I'm only doing like water runs.
Why would you ever start going on like podcasts and shit if people invite you to shows or?
But why? Man, put is useless for most of the topics.
Let's say theoretically like Joe Rogan invited you. Would you go on a Joe Rogan show?
Yeah, but only on what I actually know, which is for the other people, nothing. I really know nothing except for what I excel at, which is the things that people don't really see. I could talk about that, but not the stuff, not anything else.
Okay.
Alternatives aren't that bad. Right? Like, I think I know decent amount about certain fields and certain things that that I think I would consider myself an expert in that way, right? Yeah, just like very streaming related things, especially like bottom, mid, because I've seen it all. Bottom, mid, top, like marketing and trends and how things work, like the inner workings of it. I think I get all of it.
Why do you think streamers didn't participate much in this year's Our Place thing?
Because I think it's just been done overall, and this year it seems like people, it's like the whole like not like we're past COVID at this point, right? And it feels like there's a big wave of like what is live streaming about is over, and we were still in that phase when that was happening last time. Also bots, like people have seen it.
What do you think about guns in the United States? Should they be as available as they are now?
Not as available because a lot of it like kind of it's almost illegal the way they're being like sold, right? In some ways, I think they should be accessible, but at the same time, I think overall, just overall doing a better job at well, the thing I said earlier, like make sure that the people that have them aren't fucking completely brain dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, one shot. No. No, not brain dead, but like actual IQ or intelligence. What I mean by that is just overall, just proper gun control and checks or whatever. And I don't think some of those are really dumb. You know, like if you want to get like a rifle or some shit like that, right? And the background checks take more than like 90 days because it's backed up, because the system is backed up. Then they have to automatically like sell to you regardless or some shit. Like some of these shit is like really dumb. Like it's just unexplainable. Nobody needs to get a rifle ASAP. Nobody. Like it's just like I don't really get it. Concealed carry does that mean that it's like hidden and people don't see it?
Does that mean if wait what?
Does concealed carry means that you have a gun but nobody can see it?
Yeah. Or they can't see it on you either. Like it doesn't print or leave like a mark or whatever. Yeah. Do you want to, your goal for the Ethan debate, are you trying to like have a good conversation and everything? Or are you trying to, are you just trying to like get a big own on him?
Big own.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make you feel, because I think, here's what I think. I think people get jaded from a lot of things, and that's okay. It's just human nature, right? And I think his lawsuit jaded him about a lot of things, about React content and transformative content. I think his modeling is looking to really get a win. That's an emotional win, not a rational one. And I think I can get him on these points, like to prove that all of his things are arguments are done out of like not malice, but you know, like they're not coming from the right place, and they don't make sense. And I can go on that with that, you know.
Okay. You know, he's got like a whole group of people that like help him like research and everything for the show, right? So you're gonna be up against like.
Yeah, but a lot of arguments are kind of the same as I really don't give a fuck.
Okay.
And it's kind of hard to go against I don't give a fuck because I don't care. If he sees me in a way that's like, oh, that's like stealing, okay, then I guess at that point I would be a thief in that scenario, and you know I am. But I don't really see a problem with that. I just don't see myself that way because it's not like that.
Giga Chad, all right.
Well, I mean that. I think if the effort and the result ends up being transformative, right? What do I care what his opinion is on it? It's within the legal rights. At the same time, I think it's also I think it's morally okay in most scenarios, and in the ones that don't, I could operate differently or have different systems in place to make it better. I'm all about finding solutions to new problems and exploring the positives of everything. I think that React and watch parties are the future of content overall, and that instead of shutting from it, you should seek to find it better and find better solutions. And he's just mad because since he doesn't do React content and doesn't benefit from it, his multi people are making bank off of it, and he's printing paper, and the guy has none. So I think it makes him bald. It's why he's bald. He's balding, literally. He's gray hair and shit.
Okay.
I have a pizza. Hold on. Let me take off my fucking necklace, and then I will get my pizza. Also, I'm fucking busy. I need sugar. I think I'm having a fucking sugar down.
Entertain the juicers? I was just gonna go over my debate. I have no idea. That Dawson debate was pretty brutal, guys. I feel like I built him up as like this mythical character in my mind. I had no idea that was gonna be so unbelievably one-sided. Oh my god.
I bought a 2-liter of pizza.
2 liter of pizza?
And it never came in. What's up, bruh?
Did you say a 2 liter of pizza?
2-liter of Pepsi, yeah.
Oh, Pepsi.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Did Fresh and Fit tell you in talk about 9/11? No, it was supposed to just be Ukraine, Russia, and then the Holocaust. Those were the two. And then I did so much reading today on fucking on Ukraine. Hey JC, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. That's why I didn't stream today, because I needed to study.
Yeah, that's right. Who cares? Losing a debate can just increase the stakes, you know? Like, people lose and win sometimes, right? It makes kind of a character to lose sometimes. I think that's okay.
Yeah, but I already lost to this guy once, so I don't want to lose again. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a redemption arc. It was good to lose the first time. I mean, now you can think you did it on purpose to make a good arc.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, oh no, I lost in the past, so this is the completion of my arc. Yeah. There's this RAND Corporation. They basically do a whole write-up on invasion into Crimea, and then the Donbass, and then they go over like the pros and cons of this. So I read this morning, and then there was a whole thing on the torture that's happening in the Donbass up through 2015, basically as well. But we didn't talk about like anything related to Ukraine, Russia. He just like gave up completely on the topic.
Damn, tough.
What a wait.
And it makes you want to like just drop the whole thing, right? Because that would be within your rights. But like you're trying to make content and not waste everybody's time, so like you're kind of stuck in it to argue things that you're maybe not as good, or like, and it makes them look good, but it shouldn't because they're at fault, right?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a waste of time. I mean, like, I'm glad that he didn't win that debate because I think it. Obviously, I have like a moral conviction to my beliefs here, but yeah.
What was that? All right, give me a point Eden has that you think we can iterate on.
I mean, I feel like the thing that he's going to push you really hard on that most people probably intuitively aren't going to feel good about is that streamers have a default right to basically commandeer somebody else's intellectual property for personal gain. That's going to be something that, like, I think an average person is never going to like that opinion, even if you
but why should I care though? Is it?
Well, you don't have to care. I didn't say you have to care. I didn't say you had to care. I don't know why you're asking. You're just saying what's the point of the argument? That's going to be the point of the argument that even if you think you did good, you're going to look bad, and then everybody's going to shut on you. You're going to get upset.
It's going to be like a world's view debate again, where like it's all about optics, and if you're the guy who helps the poor and helps the people get money, you are a savior. So he wins by default, and unless I crush him. It has to be like a 100-0 win to really get anything done against an argument like that, pretty much.
100-0 win again. Well, no, it's just I don't think that your position ever looks good to an average person. It's always just going to look like
exactly. Yeah. But on the actual facts themselves, I mean, I win by default pretty much, right?
Well, it depends on what facts we're talking about. If we're talking about legal facts, then probably not. But if we're talking about like, does this hurt streamers or whatever, then probably.
Does it hurt streamers? I don't get it.
I'm sorry. Does it? If you're going to argue if it hurts YouTubers, and you're going to say I don't think it hurts YouTubers. I mean, you can arguably win on that point because I don't think it's ever been proven that it has. But yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you would have to find data for that, right?
Yeah, which is a really hard argument to prove. Even if it was happening, that'd be a hard argument to prove.
Yeah, because it's an introspect and it's a lot of like the past and the future and how these things work. So the stats themselves aren't going to really say much.
Yeah. Are you at a point where you're ever going to talk to that Dark Viper guy or no?
Absolutely not. I think you can see to his character on Twitter the way he's doing things and manipulate the algorithm in order to like garner bullshit. I think if he showed that he was doing more content and actual knowledgeable and had anything of value, and he was doing that, it would be fine. But he's like purely focused on like making a mockery out of it, just because views this, views that, and it's like it's just I think it's like I'm gonna say how it is. It's gonna be a little bit harsh, but I think that's the vision that really bad creators have. It's like a very like rookie bad streamer / bad YouTuber behavior. Sorry, that's just my thing.
Sure. I mean, to be fair, I think the guy's relatively successful, right? Isn't he? I think he's blown up quite a bit.
Yeah, but that's a behavior that is bad. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about his whole shtick as a whole. I think that shtick is bad. It's people that it's usually like very like old school cringe like by the way, I did this for the views, by the way guys, got him. It's like it's rubs me the wrong way. You can do that if you have really good content and you're really going balls hard with it, but the way he's doing it is just like I don't know, it's kind of repulsive.
Okay, that's fair.
This is just miserable.
Somebody said, I'm listening and I figure H3H3 is going to come at him pretty easily with a transformative angle. XQC has talked before about how he considers it important to transform and that everyone is aligned, but he has approximately 5 minutes of input on vids that can be up to an hour long that are uploaded. I assume even X would agree that's not transformative or not enough at least. And
if you make those ratios, right, what's transformative? Is it the percentage of the screen, of the audio, of the actual cutout? Like, what? Because then React content is the React that they're talking about might actually be worse in other formats. And the way the format that they want is not feasible for the type of thing that I react to. Then find a better video. Okay, then find a better stream to watch, bitch ass. I don't give a fuck.
Why don't the person who's injured here feels like this the YouTuber, right? Not who's watching the stream, right?
Injured if proven that he's injured.
Well, the injury would be the theft of copyright. They don't have to prove damages. The injury is just them like feeling like their copyright has been violated. Right?
Sure. Which in practice nobody would actually care about because it actually helps them out, and they know that. It's just virtue signaling, really.
Okay. Based.
Virtual signaling is more successful than anything these days. It's like really, really crazy these days, I feel like. I like it. Like Train said a long time ago. Don't be arrogant. Brother, we're talking about HJ3. Like arrogance is just. It's not that I'm trying to push arrogance. Is that there's just a very big lack of care for people that pretend that they care, because all they care about is appearance of truth, but in fact, truth itself is on my side 100%. Because unless you prove that it's bad or that it's damaging, who cares? Well, on paper, like this, you shouldn't be. No, I don't think anybody cares. It's their old fucking dumbass laws. It's all really bad. Like, just be quiet about that. I think it's really bad. And I'm dead here, I think. Never mind. Oh my god, this game is kind of crazy. Well, also he says that, like, he says just shit like, you know, I try not to do that as often as I can, to just make an assumption on the fly and it be pretty damaging and not go back and correct it or apologize for it. I think that's just bad. I'm saying, oh, this guy only does this and it's just, he never done that. Oh, isn't that the guy who did it, like, that crime and it never happened? Like, I'm not a big fan of that. And he never goes back and actually double checks and says like, yo, that was pretty bad, my bad. He doesn't do that. And I think that's really, 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 really bad. And he did that to me all the time in that one video. And I hate that. Like, he gambles on stake. Yeah, on kick, no, yeah, he plays slots, he does that. And like, I haven't done it once. And I haven't even, like, there's been nothing about it. And making these assumptions, it's decently damaging. And it creates a narrative, or at least I'll push back, and he makes no effort to go back and correct it. I think that as a concept is very, very bad, and I wish he didn't do that.
Do you want like a warm-up argument for this, or?
Sure. He's probably gonna watch this and scrim, but yeah. Go ahead.
Do you know who Mahler is?
No. Should I care?
Jesus, can you be respectful? Who's a YouTuber guy?
I think should I care is something I ask a lot often, and I don't think it's like a bad thing to ask, right? It's like, is this of importance in my world that it brings any sort of value, or I should be aware of?
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying that most other human beings perceive that question to be pretty aggressively rude, right?
And am I in the quest of their approval, or do I have other goals that are a little bit better than that? Because their approval is fucking irrelevant.
I think the thing is,
fucking involved and subscribe if they want to.
Okay, now who's being the edgelord? Okay, you said I was being edgy earlier. It feels like you're.
I'm being edgy. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit that people have on the internet. It's so fucking annoying. I'm so tired of it, and it makes me jaded. So yes, they can fuck off, lick me, and then subscribe. Holy fuck! Anything else is fucking annoying.
Okay.
Continue.
True. Do you have perms to join that room in my Discord?
What?
Do you have perms to join that room in my Discord, Destiny's room?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm moving into there, so I don't have to like restart and make like 20 fucking calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me time. Yeah.
All right. Oh, good luck, buddy.
So here we are again.
Did you just wake up?
No, well, sort of, but I'm fine.
What? How do you go from no to sort of to a question like, do you wake up? It seems pretty binary.
My sleep schedule is so fucked up. You don't even know.
Okay.
It's too much to explain. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How complicated can it be for like a sleep schedule?
Like, cause I have so many commitments for streams and trying to make videos that I end up finding like, you know, oh, here's 2 hours free. I can sleep there and then I'll have to wake back up.
Oh,
it's not healthy, and I need to figure out a better system while I, you know, it doesn't kill me.
It is not healthy.
What you playing?
It's a new autism game. Cop. I don't even know if he has. I think he has perms on my server. Here you go. Okay, he's probably doing a game right now. How's life? Anything exciting going on?
Just editing. Always editing.
Oh, okay, here you go. So this guy thinks you're a cuck piece of shit. Mauler does.
Wait, I thought you meant he felt... Okay.
And I think that he's fucking poor.
Oh,
I'm just kidding, bro, relax. It's just something that I said to Trick or Chat, because everything's the fucking Tate era and shit. They use the word brokey as like a ironically, and they hate it so much. It triggers me. They hate it so much that I just use it like whatever. Just keep going.
Okay.
All right. So where should we start? X, do you believe that like anyone has this position legitimately, or do you kind of think at this point that it's all like virtue signaling and stuff?
Yeah, it's virtue signal. 100%. It's entirely virtue signal. I think to the 99.9%.
So like my angle is that I've always done this, and I assume Destiny and everyone else kind of, right? Like we've all done responses to stuff over the internet.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like crazy when I first saw, I think it was Hassan was the first person I saw that did like MasterChef stuff and everything. I think you mentioned that you've stopped doing that now, like with I don't know how to put it, like mainstream television shows and maybe movies.
I didn't stop entirely. I mean, people comment on this. I tried to stream some movies there, and it didn't go too well. To understand better on how that works. I'm playing with the topic of it a little bit, but I'm trying to get banned. So I'm buffering my shit a little bit on and off, and I try some things, and some things work and it doesn't. But overall, I don't do it as like out of the kindness of my own heart. I test the waters. Does that make sense?
In your like perfect world, do you think you should be able to do it though?
So sensitive topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it depends what, right? And I think we're a little bit ahead of the industry, because I think down the line, I predict a certain change that I'll talk about later if you want. And I think it's a little bit too fast, but yeah, but it just depends on what the selection is. You have to be able to that selection.
Okay. So like, I assume you're similar with Destiny maybe, and I'm not sure if Hassan has a position, but like it's partly to do with your position on copyright, like an IP.
Nope.
No.
The law can suck it. I honestly, I understand. I shouldn't say things like this, right? When it comes down to these laws, a lot of them are flawed, old, defunct dog shit, right? And when I don't really use it as a moral compass. I think morality and legality are two different areas entirely, and people mix them together whenever it fits their narrative, and sometimes they don't. And I think playing that little push and pull game is really cringe. That's my actual take.
I think that's totally fair. Let's stay fully away from the law. We'll stick strictly to morals. But what I mean then when I say it is like a lot of people think, morally speaking, that we should have rights to our intellectual property, right? Like
yes.
Morally, yeah. So gunning straight from that, I think that whatever I create and whatever you guys create and whatever anyone creates, there should be a limit on before anyone can reuse it for their own purposes.
Yeah.
To, a crazy extent or to smaller extents. And then, of course, we all have lines on where we consider it transformative. But I assume you're in favor of that, at least to some degree.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't want people re-uploading everything you do without adding to it and making money off it, I assume.
You have to be really careful when you ask, especially big streamers, that question, because I'm pretty sure XQC, even me, I would never give a fuck. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But there's scenarios where you would, right? Like, if they start getting more viewership than your re-uploads?
The only way I would care about it would be is if I did, like, a podcast and somebody cut that particularly and they got it on YouTube before I got it from my stream to YouTube. That would be, like, one circumstance where I'd care. But other than that, not even if people got more views than me, I would just consider it really good exposure. And that's the most important thing for me as a streamer is exposure, so.
Yeah, and on top of that, not only that, when that happened to me, I just hired him. That's it. Literally, I just hired the guy, right? Because if he gets ahead of me, overall, he does a good job. And if he does a good job, why wouldn't I have it on my team instead, right? It's my content, and so he does a better job, I'm gonna hire him then.
Well, what if they refuse?
If they refuse, it sucks. It never happened before because a lot of the people that do that are fans of the content, so they just do it, and it's more money for everybody else because we can convert everything together. It's better for the algorithm, better for revenue, better for everything. There's no arguments against it.
You would experience some form of benefit, I wouldn't deny that, but like if it was ultimately proven that they were still getting most of the money and you weren't, especially on platforms you might not even be interested in, you're just going to let it sort of happen in the hopes that it will benefit you ultimately?
Okay, that I don't think that's ever, I've never encountered that type of ecosystem, right? So I think some of these hypotheticals don't are tough for them to find one of them in the real world, right?
Mhm.
Like, does that happen very often? It has happened to me before, and I haven't seen it before, so it's kind of difficult to make an assumption or on how that would be like, right?
Okay.
It's
So
difficult to, unless you have some data or something or an example you want to show me.
wait, so it sounds like you're hyper progressive on the idea of people being able to move content around, but that you want like an exclusive sort of, even if it's a day, access for audiences to come to you
Yes.
first for whatever you make.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a good topic that you bring that up, right? Because people think that like streamers are really dumb about that, right? And we don't know about that. It's actually worse for us somehow because it's all about live engagement for us, right? So things are in real time, and sometimes when things are live and very personal and aren't really meant to be shared, except for I want the experience to be here for reasons that are like for interactivity, like polls and community engagement. It's gonna be bad to have like, how do you call that? People react live because it's gonna really cannibalize not only the viewer and analytics, it's going to cannibalize the actual core experience and it'll damage the product, which doesn't happen at all with videos, especially if you put a buffer in between when the video was released and then reacted to and then uploaded.
So if we then implemented that, what do you think the consequences would be sort of industry-wide or worldwide with media? Like if if copyright only lasted one day?
Oh, one day? Is that an example, man? We're using it as a...
Whatever timeline you want to go with that's less than, let's say, a week.
I think it should be tailored to whatever the person wants. Because Mr. Beast wants it to be immediate, and the other guys want it to be 6 months, and the other guys want it to be never. So it's very difficult to find what people want as a whole, as a medium. I think it's case by case.
Also, there's an angle that if we were to actually run that in like a worldwide setting, that corporations would dominate because they would be able to find ways of basically absorbing all of the best content that's made, and then the incentives to create said best content would start to lessen and lessen because people can't control their own engagement. Instead, it would all go to content curated.
Absolutely, and we should go in those directions. I think when these become a problem, the ecosystem becomes out of balance, which I don't think anybody has shown yet at all. And I'm waiting for somebody to show me that it's bad. Like
Also,
I haven't seen it.
I don't think it would be out of balance yet because this is very much on the lower levels. This is just some content creators that are more engaged with, and then some of the ones at the top being able to snip from ones that are lower to mid or ones that have given position at the top as well. Like this is the beginning. I think you mentioned, right, you assume that this is going to change as time goes on. I believe for the worse, you believe for the better.
Oh, 100%. Want to know why?
Sure.
Because people enjoy it. People like it. It's a product. People consume it at mass. And I think we owe it to ourselves to explore these options and shunning away as far as we can because of, oh my God, the small guy might be losing money. And I think it's a really fucking stupid argument and we're losing on value. We're losing on actual human enjoyment. And people realize that once the money lines up with that. Otherwise, people didn't React. They wouldn't fucking watch React.
Well, I assume we all agree that there are plenty of things the world and people want that we consider to be worthwhile in terms of making illegal / disencouraging them.
Give me an example.
Any like I would say I would start with extremes. Like maybe people want to watch. Well, maybe people want to watch two kids fight to death. It's like we can't have that.
Paste. Sorry.
All right.
My bad.
Every time Destiny talks or has a take, I lose $100,000.
Yeah.
Actual fucking black mold takes, this guy, man. I'm canceled by small groups every time he fucking opens his mouth. Anyway, yeah, these are bad. Yeah, these are bad. But I think these are bad because of the nature of it. Right, the root behind it is just like an actual fucking crime, right?
Well, careful, don't say crime because the DMCA, right? Theoretically, if what you were doing was illegal, I don't think you still think it would be wrong, right?
I mean, like I said, we already approached the illegal aspect of it, but I think for that topic, oh my God, I think that some things just aren't enforced, and for a good reason, right? And I think comparing that to something that is massively enforced at 100% rate, and for the right reasons as well, is pretty disingenuous of a pathway for an argument.
So, of course, I would start to bring it down and be like, so we do agree there are times when even if the audience desperately want it as a whole, we don't allow it to happen.
Yes.
And they'd be like, so why do we allow something like what you might do with, let's say, a Lemino video versus something else? And I would be like, we do kind of allow in a good way for reactors or responders, however people want to use the term, to convert videos from whatever they were into something new. But that there's obviously going to be was I correct in, I think you already said actually you're fine with a full re-upload because you would just either buy the channel out or they're allowed to do it as long as it's like a week after or whatever.
Okay, so my take on that is kind of complicated. So it depends what the nature of the content is, right? That I think is a big fucking deal. If I'm reacting to a story, okay, about a child that becomes an adult, and it's like its pathway through it, right, or its growth through life, right, and I'm recognizing it, and I'm like, well, I have to be very much transformative about this content. I don't want to hurt the guy who has the copyright ownership to this. I'm gonna go full cam for 10 minutes after the intro of the movie, and then I will have a take about the story after it happened, right? And then it's like, well, the whole thing is important, right? I want to talk about the whole thing. I want to show it with chat. I want to show the entire thing because every part is important, right? Every part is important. Otherwise, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's gonna be like, okay, I'm reacting to this at the beginning, right? And it's like, oh well, I can't react because they're talking about something, so I cut the whole part out. It makes no sense at all. Like, it zero.
As much as that logic could be used for a lot of things, someone could extend it really far, being like, I need this 20 minutes of context before I can talk about the thing I want to talk about for 1 minute, and then, you know, go on from that, like an hour ratioed to 5 minutes or whatever. Whereas I would be like, if you are unable to provide content beyond that limit, then it shouldn't be a video you respond to. You should just find one that's better.
It's why I don't upload the videos that I don't think that much. I try them to tell my editors on the fly. Yeah, don't upload this. Don't do that one. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because sometimes it's only after the fact because it's live content. I'm not a visionary. I don't or a savant. I don't see in the future if it's gonna be good or not. I just watch it, and if it ends up being not very reactive, okay, don't upload it because it's whatever, right?
But you're okay with doing it on stream because it's a different platform?
Because I think people overall accept it more as an argument, right? But I really wouldn't give a fuck. To me, it doesn't really matter. Like.
Yeah, because to try and clean it up, I start and stop at transformative. Transform it or don't. As in, transform it and you're fine, or don't and don't do it at all. Rather than we sort of try it out on stream fully, and if it didn't work, oh well, we don't upload it to YouTube, but we still benefited fully from the video on the stream. I still think that's bad. Benefited
fully? I mean, at that point, I'm gonna be honest with you, some videos are so bad, my chat would rather watch me, like, actually go full cam and take a nap. Like, actually, than watch the shit that I watch sometimes, right? Does that make it any, like, does that, like, I don't think it's a very good...
Well, but that would still be, that's your responsibility, not the videos.
Yeah, but did it damage the video to that point? Did it ruin them or fuck them over in a way that, like, I'm doing that because I don't want to make my own content or something like that? Or, like, I feel like it's I think it's an argument in bad faith.
If you're saying, like, the video wasn't interesting enough and thus chat got bored and I couldn't react much to it, therefore I lost out, it's like, well, that's still on you as an entertainer, right?
Yeah, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, don't make the opposite argument because I'm making that point. Like, there's no point doing a 180 here on it because I can't prove the opposite.
Are you saying that, like, I can't say that you still benefited?
Yeah, exactly. I still think they were gonna get something out of it, whether I like it or not, even though chat got bored or not. Does that make sense? Like.
So my argument would be that you passed over like the term babysitting comes up, right? You've passed it over to someone else and then they failed to entertain your audience and now you're saying it's their fault. It would be your fault.
Never. I mean, I can make that argument and be disingenuous about it, and I do sometimes just fucking with it, but like I don't actually believe that.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying by you will always benefit because either you get all of the entertainment value from them, or that they fail to entertain your audience and that you just move on. Like there's no negative. That's just neutral.
Yeah. Those that get something out of it. I mean, let's be honest. If they got bored, they wouldn't watch it themselves either. They would literally.
Yeah,
not
sure.
On it.
I think.
So I think there's a positive, and my negative is a positive for them, right? And I try my best not to all the time to be like, oh, guy, this is dog shit. Like, yeah, happens sometimes. Something's really dumb. But like, you know, like, not gonna be ungrateful like that. I think it's just mean or it's useless, you know.
Considering what you just said, right, that if the video was boring, they're not going to go seek it out. Wouldn't your negative also be the content creator's original content creator's negative as well? Now they'll be thought of as a boring creator that your chat might.
No, because I think everyone's audience is different and special in their own way, and some things will line up personality-wise, but something that I like. And when I have fun, chat has a lot of fun. Most of the time, that's kind of the base of streaming. If you don't have fun, nobody has fun, right? And that's been proven time and time again. So I try to find things that I am actually interested in, so chat will be interested. Overall, I think it reflects a lot on the audience. If I like something, there's a good chance they might like it a lot, right? It happens very rarely, like Jubilee, where I like it, chat thinks it's fucking dog shit. And you know what, fuck them for that, because I like it. But things that I show interest, or I'm focused on, or I'll talk about, and with passion, they are usually on board with it. It's why that won't be the same thing for everybody else. Some of the things that Asmund, something that Asmund will watch, I'll watch, and it'll kill my career forever. It's that fucking bad. But if I continue to watch that type of content at the same time, it lines up with me because I don't enjoy that content either, right? So there's like a lineup there, right?
I mean, obviously we would need all the statistics on it, I guess, at that point to know for sure. But I would just assume that if it goes one way, as in the praise of the video or the engagement with the video would cause people to think better of the creator, that the reverse would happen as well.
It really depends. Like, if I watch a fighting game video lore of 3 hours about how John from Tennessee has overcome fucking Justin at Evo, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, like, nobody gives a fuck. But the creator that actually likes this type of game was very invested in it because he knows all the lore, and his channel knows the lore, everybody's more interested. It's like a win-win, you know? Otherwise, it's not, I don't think it really... that's my take.
Okay, so on transformative as an argument, do you think, because you've said that you would take it down if you were asked by the creator, is that right?
100%.
So why?
Would I take it down?
Yeah, why would you take it down? Don't you think you're in the right for having transformed it?
Yeah, but I care.
But you what, sorry?
But I care.
You care?
Yeah, I care.
Right,
I care about their video. I care about watching it. I care about their content. I care about them to a certain extent. Yeah, you can say that as much as it benefits me, but I generally care about that video and about that person. If they want me to take it down, I take it down. I don't give a fuck. I don't need a video. I want it. Want and need are two different things. You can't.
For instance, if Destiny was asked by Ben Shapiro to take down coverage of his videos and the only argument was, I just want it down, that's my preference, would you do it, Destiny?
But the fucking Daily Wire already DMCA'd the last thing I fucking reacted to.
Okay, yeah, but not
generally
under
speaking,
the guise of just.
If somebody asks me to remove a video, almost every time I'm gonna lean into yes on that. The only exception would be if I feel like it's a very valid, very necessary critique or something, and somebody's just trying to censor things off the internet, then I probably wouldn't. But it's super gonna depend, yeah. So Ben Shapiro's a hard one because we're getting into the political world. Let's say Ben Shapiro puts out a video saying that like we need to take away all trans rights in the United States, and then I react to that video, and then he's like, "Can you take that down? Like I don't appreciate using that much of my video." I probably tell him to like kick rocks or something, right? And then we go DMCA fight or whatever. Yeah, but if there was like a normal, like if I watch like that Lemino video, and if my editor is fucking retarded and decides to throw that up on my YouTube channel, which he shouldn't, but if he did, and then that guy emailed me, he was like, "Could you take that down?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sorry. Like I'll ask you if I'm going to use another video in the future of yours." Yeah.
Yep. And by the way, out of all people, I swear, like if you want actual, because people like always data and whatever. Out of all people, the amount of data that I have and the combos with people and creators is exorbitant. So like. You're not, and I'm not I'm not gonna get like fucked over here on that. Like, I will back it up if you want me to.
So it's good that we've considered like if it was necessary content, we would keep it up. But what if you've put effort in? You consider yourself like, let's say you've given commentary that doubled the video in size. You checked out like actual statistics to support or decry whatever they say in the video. You actually like put some good work into it, but they said I still want it down.
I put it down. My job is child's play. Streaming is a degen, bottom of the barrel human behavior, right? When I like a video and I do it for fun and I enjoy it, right? I think the video was good. I don't give a fuck if I think it's good or not. I take it down because I will find something to do any day of the week, any day of the day. I will continue doing that and provide that because there's a difference between a golden goose and a golden egg, you know? Like, that's my take.
Referring to your work as DJ bottom of the barrel, like I don't. I was about to like defend you on your behalf and say, well, it's not worthless.
No. Oh no, it is. I absolutely no. streams and live content are literally second monitor exclusive things, and they will always remain that for the most part. It absolutely is. Anybody who thinks that it's not is stupid because they're comparing it to produced content at 100% production, and it's an uphill battle argument to make. It's stupid to make. You don't need to try it.
But if you feel that way, then do you understand why people are as angry as they are?
No, because the people that are angry, nobody watches their shit.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you already consider the format to be bottom of the barrel. They're saying that something like Lemino is top of the cream of the crop, and then you put out your video that's main value comes from Lemino's video, so therefore...
This was the argument that I kind of put forth initially. No. A lot of people are upset because it's like low effort versus high effort, and people get a little bit upset.
You guys both failed. You guys are both failing now. You guys are both failing. You missed an important component.
Okay.
The action of streaming is bottom of the barrel dog shit, right? The product as a full-fledged product is actually ahead of the curve. The chat experience, the sense of community, the sense of camaraderie, and the social aspects of that are severely misunderstood, and they're very, very, very valuable, right? And the whole combo of the stream, the chat, and everything, the product itself is very, 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 very good. But the behavior of the human behind it is degenerate. Yes.
Okay.
So
in the world that, let's say, Lemino puts the video out and then 100,000 streamers all do their reactions and they all upload, I assume we all agree that the audiences are not going to spread equally to all of them. Instead, it will be people like you and Asmongold, etc. You know, the established labs.
Yeah. I understand where you're going with this. I understand. Yes. Streaming, videos, anything on the internet with media is very top-heavy and very much capitalistic in that. And most arguments made against that are usually like actual brain-dead fucking commie Andes. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. So if you're gonna try to approach it that way, I think you're gonna get crushed. But go ahead.
I'm not. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out a lot of this with understanding your mindset on it as well. So
makes sense, yeah.
Considering all of what's been said, like, could we not see a future where it will only benefit the people who are established already? If we all agreed that you were right on this, and we all felt that we should be able to
streamers, yeah, but not in terms of YouTube, right? Because the video will perform and will continue to perform as long as it makes good videos.
Well, I'm assuming you guys know about like what Jax Films has been doing with XX Sniper Wolf. I forget the full name or how the name is said, but that she'll be reacting and getting millions and millions of views from TikToks that are all grabbed from people who have as low as like 100 views and they never found. Would you say that is unacceptable?
No.
No.
I couldn't care. Literally couldn't care. These guys aren't taking off, haven't taken off, will not take off, and have no ways of doing so. Unless they will, and that whatever she's doing isn't affecting that in any way that's negative. If anything, it's a positive, flat out.
Are you saying that the market would have defined whether or not they were worthwhile?
Yeah.
Okay. Destiny, what do you think about that?
Oh, you can laugh if you want. I'm right.
Sure.
I mean,
often enough, they're gonna keep posting it, and she's gonna stop reacting it, and they won't make it because their content fucking sucks. Their shit is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably right, but I mean, I wouldn't say it that way.
You think he's right? That the market...
No, he doesn't think I'm right. He knows I'm right. There's a massive difference.
This is my... If I was to argue this, which I won't because it's such an optics L, and I'll let XQC go eat all those optics Ls. What I would say is that, like, people are just mad at React content because streamers are seen traditionally as lazy compared to people that put a lot of, like, preparative work into their content. And the reality is that, like, all React content does is it makes some streamers richer and it makes a lot of audiences happy because they can view something. Really, it's just, like, a ton of upsides with probably no downside. The only downside is a perceived or illusory loss that the original content creator feels. So then the question... Well, what do you mean? Or I'm sorry, what did you ask me?
I'm asking about the fact that those TikTok creators are all getting like 0 views. Meanwhile, Sniper Wolf gets all of them by reacting to all their content. That's happening because them on their own would never get any engagement because they're not good enough. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, I don't think they would. I don't think that somebody watching Sniper Wolf's channel, if she wasn't uploading those, I don't know if they would be on TikTok discovering those low view TikToks. I don't think
that's not the point either. Well, obviously, my conclusion would be that they may be found someday, but for now they're not, and instead they're just going to get eaten by her. She can take advantage fully of that.
Sure, but that's another situation where it's just her gaining and then her audience gaining. But if we axe out her gains and the audience's gains, that's it. We've just deleted like.
So what is the correction then? We can have her promote them, right?
Okay, wait, no, I have it taken. Here's the actual thing. If you want to be a creator and you want to shit to pop off, you create, right? In a lot of ways, maybe the first video they'll make won't have that effect, right? But the boost that they're gonna get when they make another video will pop off. If you want to make one video when it could have went hard, and you say, well, in another world it would have been hard and it would have been viral, whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can maybe right, but like, is that what you are? A 7-second TikTok forever, and that you are one creation forever, and you're gonna mull out the potential of what it could have had. I think that's fair and generous.
The implication is, of course, that they create a whole library of strong content that she just gets to pick and choose whichever one she wants to react to. Like, we're not, I assume, conceding that she's the one that makes the videos valuable by reacting to them. Because you said, like, they're never going to pop off. And it's like, so why does she pop off? I assume you guys have seen her reactions. They're terrible. Like, she just goes, oh my god.
It doesn't, no. I'll stop you there. See, you fell for it, man. I had high hope. As an argumentator or a debater, I had high hopes for you, and you just fucking fell on your face. I'm sad. You made me sad now.
You fell for the social argument?
Well, no, you fell for the rookie bait. It's super rookie, because now you don't view it as good, or you don't see its value. Therefore, nobody sees that. Therefore, it has no value, right?
No, I can answer why people are
successful.
there. I already answered why people are there.
Why?
It's because of the TikTok. They're interested in the actual content.
Absolutely. No, just stop.
Go ahead.
TikTok didn't exist and she was successful. What then?
Well, yeah, but I don't know what she was stealing before. I only know what she's stealing now.
Oh, then they make an assumption that she always stole then.
I don't know.
Okay, but then you're making an assumption by default then. You are de facto making assumptions at that point.
I haven't said that she's stolen anything.
What? Yes, you do. Yes, you are. The nature of your argument is de facto you're the opposite. What? Desmond, can you help me on this? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
No, I said I don't know how she got to where she was before she started stealing.
But TikTok. It has value. But you agree that it has value.
Sure, I don't know I have no context for what she did beforehand.
Then your opinion on whether it's valuable or not is irrelevant, because the stats and the fact that she's valuable to other people is enough on its own.
I have no idea what point you're trying to make.
Oh my god. I don't know what you are trying to make by saying, well, if you don't know TikTok, she wouldn't get any views. Oh my god, come on, bro. You don't believe that?
No. So I'm taking what you told me, which is that these TikTokers, they'll never be able to work on their own. Her doing it is what's giving it value.
Yes.
I'm saying she doesn't add any fucking value. The videos themselves are what people are interested in enjoying. She's just collecting them. And then you said, well, where did she get her fame from before the TikToks? And I said, I don't know.
I think you are misrepresenting the way the argument went. Like, for the sake of looking better, I genuinely think that the opinion on that is irrelevant. Is genuinely irrelevant. Okay, so let me break it down. I think underplaying the hybrid combination of multiple factors, such as her watching it, her being who she is, and her lore behind her, right? I think plays a massive role, if not the entire role, behind the success of the video, regardless of how good TikTok is. I've seen TikToks that have 0 views and will never get any views, right? And I'm just really dumb, and I don't even get the joke because I speak French. And chat will like the reaction because I have a funny reaction, but they don't even understand why it's valuable or why it's good. Because the combo of the both, they enjoy it. It has value. Whether you perceive it as valuable or not is fucking irrelevant.
So what was there? I'm not sure what I'm responding to.
That your perception on why it's doing good is pretty irrelevant. If you're trying to discredit, like, oh, well, on their own, they wouldn't even do good. I mean, what makes her, well, I don't know what says that.
My perception on why they're doing good is momentum. That they've already got, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to tell you how Destiny started his momentum, because I wasn't there. Neither can I say that for you. All I know is something, it might have been to do with Overwatch, I don't know. In any case, the way you can maintain momentum in an easy way is, of course, continuing to do whatever it is that viewers came to you for, but to also use these videos. They're like placing tracks down for your train. They're easy. And I think that's unethical.
Oh, I get it. So this is more of an argument because molding because of career choice, and you could be making more money with less effort. So you're mauled that people are making money and you are not, based on the fact that how much effort you have to put in your work field.
I don't mind.
You're for the work.
I don't mind if you or Destiny or anyone else makes a huge career from reacting to videos if you're transforming them. That's totally fine with me. If you steal them, that's where we have a problem.
Well, actually, I'm really shocked by XQC kind of moved me on this topic because what he said about Sniper SS Wolf is actually super true.
Oh no!
I really couldn't believe it. He made that comment. I was like, oh shit, he's right. At the end of the day,
wait. Can you say which comment in particular, just so everybody can?
The most recent one, where he said basically, Sniper. We all criticize her way of doing stuff, and everyone's making her the poster child at the moment. But the fact is, the audience sees a tremendous amount of value of watching it with her because they come for her reactions as well, and for them, it's important to watch it. They wouldn't want to watch a lot of these stuff without her being there. Yeah, so even though it may not seem transformative to a lot of you guys and a lot of the folks criticizing her, the truth is, for the audience, it is transformative in that they would not be consuming the content any way, shape, or form if it wasn't for her.
I don't buy that for a fucking second. They would happily watch other people react to it. They would happily watch it on their own if they caught it.
If that was true, I would be a nobody. I would have never made it. I would be broke as fuck if that was true. That's it. Flat out. I'm a fucking nobody, and I probably nothing of value. I'm only here because I made these choices, and these combos actually worked out. That's it.
Sure. If that were true, then why would people stay even if you're not commenting at all?
For the community, maybe for the community experience.
Yeah, that's a different argument. I'm talking. You said Sniper Wolf.
I said the package. Yeah, it could be for the comments. It could be for the lore. The sense that everybody knows. Oh my god, everybody has a reason why they watch, right? People downplay the lore of stuff. People go in the comments and they enjoy interacting with other people that saw as many videos as her. They make comparisons to her old videos and stuff that they did in the past, or jokes that she made a long time ago, right? They enjoy her and her content. It's on their front page. There's a multiple reasons why people watch something. There's so many of them. And a lot of them are social aspects, and they're part of the product. And diminishing the whole product because you don't agree with one part or another are stupid. My product is dog shit at times because of me, and sometimes it's dog shit because of what's on screen or what's happening in chat, right? When things work in tandem and in certain percentages or ratios to make a full-fledged good product that is desirable.
Okay, do you think that if Sniper Wolf stopped uploading completely, that the viewers disappear or they go somewhere else?
Yeah, say that one more time, please, because I had a dumbass don't know.
If Sniper Wolf stopped uploading completely, do you think the viewers from here would disappear or go somewhere else?
They would split up on YouTube. Some of it would go into the void, but if people need to realize something that's very, very harsh, is a reality. When you're on the internet, nobody cares about you. Zero. Nobody has loyalty. They're only loyal to the content quality that you put out, and you are 100% replaceable, and you will be replaced. The views that if you stop uploading will go to other videos entirely, or will go to other things, and don't make the argument of, well, it'll go to the TikTok with 8 views that the guy had, now he's gonna get 9 next time. That argument is fucking stupid. But yes.
So I agree, but they would go in other places. They would likely fill other communities who would do and react to different things as well. And that would be fine with me if they're transforming the content. If they're not, then I'm less fine with it. Like I said, it's just a matter of how you're building your career.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
How do I know what?
You just said a statement, but like, how do you know that they would just go to a different community and start watching other content? You actually don't know that.
How do I know that they would continue to watch YouTube as opposed to...
Most of it will spread out. Maybe not to the TikTok that she was watching, but on the same platform, and it spreads out. Here's a good example. Look at Twitch's stats when I left Twitch and went to Kick. While I'm leaving, the stats are relatively the same. Relatively.
Real quick, I think that it's going to depend on the type of streamer and the type of community they have. So, for my content, if I was wiped off the face of the earth, if I had to guess, I'd say probably like 50 to 40% of my fans would go and watch other stuff. I think a lot of them would just stop watching content. But if you were watching somebody, let's say you were part of like OTK, maybe like S-Fan. Let's say S-Fan gets wiped off because he does collabs with so many other people. Maybe like 80% to 90% of his audience would go to other OTK members, right? I think it depends on the type of stream you're watching, the type of community they have, and how bought in you are to their content. But I don't think it's zero sum where when you destroy a streamer, all 100% of the audience disperses to other content. I think some of it will be lost. I think viewer hours will go down overall, and some people just stop engaging with content. I think.
You'd be surprised how many people just watch one creator regularly and then they don't watch anything else at all.
Like the video.
So, didn't you make a point about how you're almost interchangeable with so many other people, X?
Yeah. I'm 100% very much replaceable. Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe the majority of the viewers then would definitely disperse to other creators. I don't see why we wouldn't assume that's true.
Wait, the majority, yeah, will watch something else. In terms of Disney, people are maybe older. Maybe they only tune into YouTube as their radio, right? They're like radio enjoyers, right? And watch this as a radio, and they don't really care about radio itself, but they care because Disney's on it, right? And they'll watch that. And I think as you're growing up, and as you get older, right? And the percentage of people that are gonna watch other stuff will diminish greatly. Yeah, by multitude of, I would assume. I think it's a good assumption to make. I don't think it's a bad assumption.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the industry, as I understand it, then will be the ones with the highest momentum will be able to get away with the best of taking other people's content and not transforming it.
100%. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
That is precisely where my issue is. I think they should transform it.
Okay. Well, I don't care. No. I don't. I actually just don't care.
Wait. You don't have to care. That's totally fine. But do you agree that you've created non-transformative reactions?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We've agreed.
Wait.
Okay. So you surrendered then.
I'm confused.
So that's my moral issue. You don't agree with me because we have different morals. That's totally fine.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I think you'll never. I think as the future goes forward, you're gonna have that more and more. Right, but overall, you're gonna get higher value entirely. There's gonna be more ways to enjoy something than just one. So overall, it's like we're getting new sets of cars. We're getting motorcycles now. We're getting hoverboards, right? As you're trying to say, well. I really want them to only enjoy the Corolla. They cannot enjoy anything about that. It has to be the Corolla, right? It just has to be, right? And I think that argument is diminutive in progression for products. Yeah.
I don't see any technological updates that are going to happen within my lifetime that will make me think that stealing content is fine, like not transforming it.
Wait. Why is the fact that he is replaceable not make it transformative? I don't understand the leap from that.
So, no, all the leap I was making from him saying he's transformative is that viewers would move to other places with the same sort of vibes or community.
Look smart.
But what does that change?
I've been right, and look smart. I'm smart, and there was an argument. I'm rolling this fucker. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think you're talking about okay, but I'm
What, you guys can hear that?
Yeah. Why?
Oh shit! I have pushed the mute, but it didn't work yet.
Okay.
Why is the fact that he's replaceable? Okay. The fact that it's transformative. What does that matter?
That's not got anything to do with my transformative argument. I'm talking about where the audiences go. If he says he's replaceable, I believe the audiences will move to other places. Destiny's correct in that a lot of people who view him passionately are like, there's no other Destiny online. Same for a lot of creators. If Lemino stopped making videos, it's not like all of Lemino's videos move to the next Lemino. There is no next fucking hell. There is no next Lemino.
That is correct. And then things are gonna have a second life, and people will watch other stuff, and sometimes in similarity to Lemino's content. And I think that's okay. I don't really support that.
Yeah. So that was all establishing that. So I figured that was an older argument. The newer one is just about whether or not they transform. XQC doesn't mind if he is transforming it or not. I do. That's
no, I mean, I care to some degree, and a lot of times if they don't like that, I'm not just transformed. I'll take the video down literally.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. By trying to defend Sniper, I'm defending XQC at the same time. But I don't care whether XQC says it's transformative or not. The fact is that anytime he watches anything on his stream, his community, his live stream chat, whether he talks or not, it doesn't even fucking matter. His little reactions of his face make it transformative, and I don't know how you can prove.
Well,
true. You know what?
No, wait.
No, you know, true. Yeah, actually true.
No.
I triple down on that.
No, you already left the boat, bro. You can't get back on.
Hold on. So transformative means something. When we say transformative, we're talking about that 4-factor test for fair use that the United States has as part of their copyright law, right? That's what transformative means. Now, transformative and something is so different that people will watch it for a particular reason, those are technically two different things, right?
How do you establish that?
You would establish it by looking at the 4-factor test for fair use. That's how you determine if something is transformative in the eyes of the U.S.
Not if they don't agree with that 4-factor test.
No, wait. Hold on. I'm just saying you got to be clear with your terms. When we talk about fair use, or we talk about transformative, what we're really using are legal definitions there. If you want to use like a casual definition, well, I would say don't, because you're using the same word as the legal one, which makes it really confusing.
I don't think people care the legality.
I agree. I understand.
So when we're using transformative, we're trying to essentially say that like the work itself is changing to a degree that has value.
No,
I
sure,
think that's what most of us
I
do.
understand. But I'm just saying that you're using the same word. It would be like saying that, like, yesterday John did something illegal, and you're like, what did he do? He lied to me. It's like, well, he didn't do it. Okay, but it's illegal. It's wrong. He did something illegal. It's not illegal, right? So I'm just saying, if you're going to use the legal term of transformative, it's really confusing if we're using that in a casual way. But something that I said a few days ago is correct. What you guys are saying now is that for most people, you guys are actually close, but there's even one step further. They actually don't even care about XQC's reactions. A lot of the quote-unquote, I'm using this in the casual, non-legal sense like you guys are using, transformative part really just comes from watching something with a community.
Yes. Yeah. The chat, which is additive, and the chat itself is transformative enough. The fact that there's a Discord and people can talk about, these are additive things that you don't really compute and it's very hard to quantify, but are very much relevant to the final full-fledged product, which is a massive part of everything. And you know what? Sometimes I'm gonna fucking say it. My chair is more entertaining than some of their fucking content. Dead ass. The fact that the chat is watching, they're saying it. It's just saying, yo, dude, Mr. Chair's watching the video. That has value to people. That's funny. I don't give a fuck.
Sure, and that's fair, that's true, but that doesn't pass the transformative test, right?
Does it not though?
Not the legal, not the
legal kind. Yes, most likely it wouldn't. Most likely it wouldn't.
When he started, he said he didn't care about the legal portion, and we're really just talking about the morality. I could be wrong. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah.
That's fine. But it would be like saying, so something that some apartment complexes used to do is sometimes people would take a projector. Or actually, we can do this. Sometimes bars will show sports games, right? And there's a transformative aspect to going to a bar and watching a sports game with a whole bunch of other people. That's that's more transformative probably than being in a stream chat, right? Because you've got a bunch of people around you, you're all screaming, you're having fun or whatever. However, my understanding is that those establishments still legally need to purchase a special license to show those things. You can't just buy one HBO ticket to a fight and then show that in a bar. You've got to buy a special license for that because you're showing it to a wide variety of people as part of an establishment, right? I'm not disagreeing with what you guys are saying. I'm just saying that's like the legal part is there's a distinction between the legal part of just transformative here versus just like why somebody would watch something. Yeah.
I think we all agree. I think we all agree. Even you. You're saying if you were taken to court, you would probably lose. You agree?
Yeah. But,
okay. So I think we all agree on the legal.
Which somebody sucks because these laws are old as fuck and they are defunct and stupid. And it should be that way. I think
that's probably what Ethan's going to try to go for at first, is how wrong you are on the law, and then you'll move to morals, and you'll probably have a better standing, but you'll still...
I mean, he'll get mauled away because he lost his entire career or his entire fucking future in terms of money to it, right? To that very issue, and he's mauled that, like, I'm going around the plot making fun of it when he lost a lot for it, right?
Yeah, but the thing is with Ethan, I don't think, obviously the legal aspect mattered in terms of how the news story unfolded, but I think people were on his side because they really felt like what he was doing was transformative and that it changed it. They didn't care about the legal aspect of it when they were thinking about that. They said, no, what you did really changed the work in the way that I view it. And so not right for you to be punished. And so I think I guess what I'm getting at is that when I'm looking at XQC or even Sniper SS Wolf, I feel like both of them do enough where for the audience the experience wouldn't be the same.
Okay, so Abba, question: if I uploaded all of your videos and my community reacted to it and I wasn't there, would you be okay with that?
Shit, I would. Oh man.
Okay, hold on. Abba has to say no. He would not be okay.
He does have to say no. I know him a little bit.
Well, no, hold on, because he literally on my stream like 3 days ago DMC fucking just Pearly things for reacting to it. So he must say no.
I see what we're doing. It's a paid actor because Paid has got to come in and lose an argument on my behalf, even though I'm okay with it. And now I have to cover for him. Hell no! Kick him out. Kick him out.
You're in the clear. X, you're in the clear for now. It's Abba that's gonna have to suffer.
No, I don't have to suffer anything. And once she didn't get it, she capped about that. But anyways, all this to say, I would have an issue because of how I've always felt about it. Now, if you ask me if I feel it's transformative 3 days ago, I probably would have said no. But I've honestly been a little bit fucking changed my mind tonight by the conversation I've heard. I'm really shocked. It's never happened, but X actually like changed my mind on this.
Oh shit. Okay. See, I have a concept in my chat called Mr. Chair. If I'm gone and I watch a video and I leave, Mr. Chair watches the video for me. And chat fucking loves Mr. Chair more than they like me. Chat hates me. They love Mr. Chair. Okay, and for them that has value, and I think that can't be understated.
All right. So, just to clarify, you'd be okay with me doing it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That to me too. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd probably still feel some type of way on the inside, but I think if like you.
But why?
Why?
It's some insecurities. Some. I think everybody has some insecurities. However, you're gonna project those is all up to you. But I think that people shouldn't get value from arguments because they come from insecurities that some of these guys made.
just to clarify, because like that scenario is kind of a step just further than what we were talking about when we first started Next. You said you'd offer to buy the channels out, right? If they did that.
Oh, if they do what I do, but better, and they get better on the algorithm, I will add them to the ship.
Okay.
Right. I will redevise the workload, and we're gonna get a clip guy. And now my editor is good enough that he does all of it. He learned how to do the rat clip, the yoink clip, the post clip, the fast clipping. He knows all the strats. But if he gets bad enough at it and it's not good anymore, and we get rolled, I'll hire the next guy that does better.
No, yeah, fair enough. But obviously, what I was bringing up is Abba. I was expecting to leave me alone, not try to buy me out. Let me make my money.
Yeah, I mean, I was not gonna buy you out. I was just gonna leave it alone. But I was
leave it alone. Yeah.
I would say this. I think that most people, when we're talking about the morality of the issue, their idea of what is transformative is going to be fairly subjective. But for the audiences watching the content, they would feel like it's extremely transformative for them. And so I would ask you, how do you make the moral argument where you can feel like this is something that should be a little bit more expanded, like more people should follow it? I'm curious, like, how do you even define that line really on a moral basis? Transformative.
You're asking me like how I would consider, where's the line for non-transformative to transformative?
Yes. Well, what is the line?
So I wouldn't I'd probably model it after the full point thing, but like one of those I think includes like the amount of time, which I'm not in favor of. So for example, if it said like you need to have a maximum of 10% of the original content in yours, I'd be like, no, I don't think that should necessarily be true. If you respond fully to 100% of it in detail, it shouldn't be that like, well, now they own it because you've done that. Obviously, I'm personally invested in that since I do like full breakdowns of every scene in a movie sort of thing. The main thing I think is to change like the full experience of watching the original. Like you can't, if I was to review a movie, that you can't watch my video and have the experience of watching the movie. Like it's a completely different thing and it's on different markets for different purposes. That's like one of the primary issues. Too much of my work is in there for it to be considered not my work. Is kind of what I would say.
You know what's crazy? You said that the future in your lifetime wouldn't change as much as you think it would. Whatever the fuck you made that argument. Actually, it's crazy that corporate are the most scared about this, and they really don't want that all that bullshit, right? Yet they're exploring watch party options, which is massively in my argument. People watching movies together as like watch parties. That is a massive advancement that even corporates see value in it. So whatever you see value in it, I mean, you are wrong on all points, like all of them, because even greed is on my side.
I agree with you that there are avenues in which this is going to develop, but they'll all be licensed.
Oh, okay, so then we're back into the legal lingo of bullshit. Gotcha.
Well, you'd be clear morally if you had licenses for all of these things. I wouldn't mind.
The whole point of the license, the whole point of the license is just to ensure that the original copyright holders are respected. That's the whole point of a license. A license accomplishes two things. One, when you create something, what copyright means is that you have the exclusive right to create copies of that electronic work. Or not electronic, but that intellectual property, right? That's what copyright means. You're the sole person that can create copies of it. A license allows other people to create copies based on an agreement between the rights holder and whoever is selling the license. So that's one thing. The second part is a license allows the people who own the copyright and then license other people to make money off of it. Those are the two things that a license helps with. So when you talk about watch parties, the original rights holder exclusive right is respected because he's licensed the content to somebody else, and oftentimes there's a form of compensation for it. That's why licensing is different than just straight watching content.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are times where I want to become a lawyer. I'm very interested in this. And recent times, you know what? I think law can suck my dick. Law is complete garbage. It's a money sink. It's a loophole of a human waste. It's trash. What an absolute sink of humanity. That's my
I know
thoughts.
that it seems that way, but if you ever feel that way,
needed. I get it.
It's not. No. It's not that it's just needed. It's that generally, when you dig into almost every single law, usually they exist for really good reason.
Yes. I agree. I agree with that 100%.
Okay.
It's just their application and the way that the systems work in practice is pretty shit. I mean, we could agree with that.
Well, what's shit? What do you mean? What's shit about this particular thing?
Oh, no, not a particular thing. I'm just overall. Yeah, I mean, even with that, like if you think about like the whole H3H3, how much I think was expensive or whatever, and what the actual human losses in that, it's really sad. Or even the fact, even in the two good examples here, Ed Sheeran was like locked into some bullshit fucking court case forever, and he won. It was a waste of human creativity and human life, like a waste of human value that's kind of sad if you think about it. I don't agree. Or Anthony Fantano being like, well, I'm gonna win the court case down the line, so pay me money. Come on, man. Nobody wants that shit.
Sure. The financial aspect of our legal system in the United States right now is probably really bad. I think most people would agree with that. But that's not, I don't know if you would say like law sucks. You would just say that the financial aspect tied to the law is really bad.
In practice, in practice, the money part of it is bad. Yes, I agree.
I have a question. So I've been listening to the conversation, and I feel that the idea that there haven't been enough evidence to suggest damages seems a little odd if we acknowledge that there's a finite amount of viewers who can only create a finite amount of watch time to be distributed across all the different content platforms. So if we agree that non-transformative content counts
wait,
as
before we
theft-
get to the rest of that, I think that was a thing that we were fighting earlier. I don't know if that's true.
Well, that's what I was going to say is impressions, okay? So not even just that like, oh, the viewers are going to go to other channels, but it's about delivering different impressions. So for example, if someone thinks that Sniper Wolf's non-transformative content registers as theft, then we can say that since she has such a giant platform, it's the equivalent to having a town and there's a shop where goods are sold, and then basically goods are stolen from a smaller shop and then put on big shelves. It's like shelf space. So impressions are limited and they're finite, and even if someone's not going to a different like content creator or going to watch that other person's content, that still frees up shelf space inside the algorithm.
Wrong. Actually wrong. So it is not even close. The analytics are literally saying you are absolutely wrong. Okay. I will say one word. One word breaks all the arguments. TikTok. Okay. TikTok literally just shits on all of our faces on that very point, and it makes you wrong on all points. Why? The analytics of YouTube and watch time and everything is still remain the same or better overall. And
no,
TikTok,
but I'm saying it's per platform. I'm saying so it would be on TikTok non-transformative. It would be on Twitch being non-transformative because, for example, as a Twitch streamer, or a streamer in general, it seems like streamers want to say, oh, well, I've got to stream 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and I have to use the bathroom and I have to go cook food and stuff. Well, I mean, no one's forcing you to stream. You can shut your stream off, and then that frees up impressions in the algorithm. So
that makes sense.
It's like this idea that you have to be there 10 hours a day, like that's kind of bullshit, right? Because if there's somebody like Hassan or whatever who goes off for an hour and then comes back and he's playing other people's content, he could just turn the stream off.
Wait, let me respond. Wait, hold on, let me okay, chill. Okay, so here's why I don't think that's true. There's a lot of conventional wisdom that says it's true, but here's why I don't think that happens. So this is the one big example that I can think of, okay? Back in the day on Twitch, there was this erroneous idea that when new games released, you wanted to get into those categories because the idea was if a new game releases and XQC's playing it with 50,000 viewers, when he shuts his stream off, like 30,000 of those viewers are going to roll over to the next stream.
That's right.
And a lot of people had these ideas for a long time. The reality is that basically doesn't happen at all. It would seem more like the top streamer, Soda or X or Asmongold, would play a game. Top streamer will have 50,000 views. The next guy will have 2,000. Maybe the top streamer stops playing. If he doesn't host the next guy, maybe 1,000 viewers roll over. Maybe 1,000. Hold on real quick. What I'm trying to say is that like viewers for stream are seen as like a zero-sum game, but I truly do believe that there are some streamers that when they go offline, people just scatter to the wind and they find other things to do. They're not directly substituting another streamer for their content.
Yeah, I think you're confusing. I'm not saying that they're going to go and watch other content creators. I'm saying that even if 10 to 20 to 30% of the audience stays on the platform, it frees up shelf space for the algorithm to push other streamers in the place where they would have pushed the bigger streamer. So it's simply a shelf space argument. There's a limited amount of impressions that can be served on each platform, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube. There's a limited amount of impressions that can be served. And so if there's people who are taking non-transformative content, i.e. theft, if we just agree to whatever that is, wherever the lines are drawn, then basically someone is taking that content and stealing it and then putting it up and using shelf space, which is finite and limited. Last thing I'm going to say before I hop out, because I don't want to take up too much time, but
no, you're fine. I think these are fine arguments.
Okay, great. So XQC, the other thing that you were saying, which got me thinking a lot, was that like chat is a transformative element on its own. And I kind of agree with that, where it's like, you consume the content and it's like its own thing. However, if we look at like actual fair use law, for example, in 2002, there was an amateur photographer, a retired Marine, John All, basically, they bought some stamp thing or whatever, and it was originally it was of a sculpture made by someone named like Gaylord or whatever. It's his last name. Quite unfortunate. But anyways, basically they took a picture of this sculpture and then they put that sculpture on a stamp that was 37 cents. And then the post service made 17 million, right? And so he sued them for fair use. And the reason why I bring this up is because like transformative in chat, right? So it's totally, I would say that this is even more of a difference than watching the content by yourself versus watching it with chat, because it's like, well, I would never go and see that sculpture in person. I would never be at this like Korean War Veterans Memorial, right? But I might buy the stamp. So it's a completely different context and a completely different audience altogether, a different distribution model, yet that still didn't count as fair use in court. In fact, it originally counted as fair use and then it was appealed and then it got overturned.
Well, yeah,
so
but that would be the extent. That would be an extension of the product as merchandising, which is a complete different ballgame. That's not even close in when you talk about impressions or watch time or whatever, any of the dynamics. That's like actual merchandising that is an extension of the product.
Wait. Why wouldn't that be similar, though? If we say that somebody can create merchandise off of a thing, and it's not taking away from the original, and it's clearly not. If somebody buys XQC merchandise, it's not like it's hurting your stream. And it's just the people that buy the merch are happy, the people that sell the merch make money. Why wouldn't this be like the exact same type of thing?
Wait, that you spoke pretty fast, like I do, except I actually didn't understand.
Okay. If I make merch off your stream, it doesn't hurt you at all. I benefit, and my customers benefit. So isn't that kind of a similar argument that we're using for React content? If I steal your IP, my audience benefits and I benefit. It doesn't hurt you, so it should be okay.
If I cannot produce that exact copy of thing, which is pretty much impossible, then I don't really give a fuck. Like if I'm not currently doing that or I can't do it, I usually let them get away with it.
What if you're both doing it?
Well, if it's the exact same thing, there's just one of it, then the argument applies to them. Then fuck them.
Yeah, because obviously, like, you're selling your t-shirts and stuff, but then you get 50% of total worldwide sales. They're getting the other 50 just as a provider or an outlet. Would you try and stop them?
Wait, I will stop them 100%.
Mm-hmm. But why?
You would stop somebody trying to make t-shirts of your shit?
Wait, 100%.
Wait, why?
Wait, if I'm making the exact same thing and it's confusing, it's splitting people up.
If you're making shirts, okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, there's so many components that the merchandising is a. I really hate real life examples like stamps, beer mugs, dildos. When we're talking about fucking React content, the length people go to get their arguments across is fucking ridiculous, man. I have to be honest, it's disingenuous by nature.
Well,
I literally.
We're literally just trying to like figure out points. What's backing it? So you said like one of the big problems would be confusion, right?
With merchandising, yes, confusion is very bad. It's why you don't want like a Jordans that says like a Jarda. Like it's like okay, like what the fuck? Like there's market confusion there.
If out of curiosity we could engage a hypothetical and just say there was no confusion, the only reason that they buying from both is just that your warehouses like can only supply so much, and so that there's a bleed over of customers and they end up going to this second supplier.
Not good argument. Not a good argument.
No, I just want to know what you would say in that scenario.
Oh, I say fuck them. They're right. They're wrong regardless. I think the argument of finite impressions is ridiculous as well.
Okay, so like you say they're wrong regardless, so it's not just about confusion, it's about something more.
Oh, like I said, it's a multi-component. If you want, like, you can break it down. But I think that the reason why they want to do that initially is that none of these on that list apply to live streaming, and React content. If maybe one applies at 1%, now you're at like 0.1% overlap, and you're just making an argument of bad faith. It's just like a waste of time.
I haven't argued anything yet. I'm just trying to ask what issue you take with it beyond confusion. You said confusion was one thing; it would confuse the markets. Okay, fair. What is there any other reasons?
Quality control. It's not my vision. It's not my product. A lot of things that when I make a product, it has multiple components that a lot of copycats will not understand, and it's important for me that continuity goes across. It's for me it's important, right? But on that point. But if it's not, that's fine. I'll just tell them like, yo, don't do that. But there are times where like I let them get away with it.
Yeah, no, sure, okay. So then the scenario would just change to there's no market confusion and they copy your system completely. The quality is like top notch.
It's a misunderstanding of the vision.
I'm sorry, misunderstanding of vision.
They misunderstand the vision of the product entirely. They don't understand it, so they're kind of like damaging it.
Okay, what would be like? I'm trying to think of what you mean by that. So like, if they did understand the vision, would it then be okay?
Yeah, but they would never get it. Like a lot of things are. I think some of these things are pretty complicated, so I don't know.
Well, XQC, you said that if you stopped streaming or you dropped off, you said that you'd be easily replaceable by everyone. They're just gonna fuck off and find someone else.
Yes.
Instantly. Okay, so that kind of proves my point, because if you're so instantly replaceable, my question is, how do they find who replaces you?
Well, they go around. They watch.
But what do they go? How do they get served what they're going around? That's the impressions, right? It's not like they just manually go and search for people. They can through the thing, but it's still based on how the algorithms serve the content and organize the content on the platform for people to select.
Yeah, I think your arguments are mostly against top-heavy and capitalistic like
I don't
overall
agree with
systems.
that. I think you should be able to grind and make your bag and fucking make your content. That's not what I'm against. I'm just saying, if we agree that non-transformative content is a form of theft, let's say, and then we agree that also there's a finite amount of impressions that go around, which is ultimately how content gets served, then naturally, if someone's non-transforming content, they're just basically stealing shelf space from people. And you said it yourself, the moment you stop, you get instantly replaced. How do people find who replaces you? Is they get served through the algorithm.
Yes. The shelf has 100,000 slots for products, right? I'm sorry for selling really good milk on 999 of those slots because the one guy had the spoiled milk. Sorry about that. It's really bad, and I'm killing the market entirely. Let's lose out on 900 bottles for the one spoiled milk one.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I think you make great content. I'm saying that if we agree that non-transformative content is a form of theft, which I don't know if you agree with that, but if we agree that is the case, okay, so you don't agree with that. So yeah, then it's kind of moot anyways.
I'm saying that the shelf life argument doesn't apply and has never been proven, in my opinion, or from my understanding.
But you just said that the moment you stop streaming, you're going to get instantly replaced, or someone stops, they're going to get replaced. It's not like the users have to manually type in to find people they want to watch.
Wait, real quick. Real quick. What she's talking about, is like if I go to twitch.tv. And I look on the front. Let's say that of these 10 streams here, let's say 4 of these streams are React streams. She's saying that if we're saying that stealing content is bad, if we get rid of those 4 streams, wouldn't 4 other streams be on this front page we'd be able to click on instead of the React streams? That's what she's saying.
Oh, okay. I think overall, I don't even value that as an argument worth. It's not even a worthwhile argument because at that point it's well, we should shut down the casinos because people are going to the casinos and they should be going to the library instead. Oh my god, I think that's really stupid.
You said it yourself, though. People find Sniper Wolf on the front page on their YouTube, right? It's not like
that's not what I said. That is not what I said at all.
You said that was one of the points that you made. There were 4 points that you made about Sniper Wolf, and one of them was that they show up on the front page of people's YouTube.
I said one of them. I said the main reason.
Right, but I'm just saying that shows up for hundreds of millions of people and hundreds of millions of impressions. So if she couldn't just take content like that or make that so easy, then that spot would be freed up. Those 100 million impressions would be freed up for someone else who's making content that
let me ask a question. If all of these creators, you guys are just accepting him, even though he might be wrong about how he feels about himself. But if all these streamers are so easily replaceable, why are they offering such high contracts to keep the exclusive rights? Or if they're so replaceable, why aren't they just ushering the new wave and then just putting
the momentum?
I don't think when XQC says that, he's just wrong. I don't know why he's saying
that. That's what I'm saying.
Streamers are not easily replaceable.
You guys are using his argument against him, which is fair because he's wrong about.
Oh my god!
I think he's wrong. He's not replaceable like he thinks, and I feel so weird because I feel like this is simply no, you have value, but you should recognize that if you're so easily replaceable, why don't they just replace you? Why are they paying you $100?
Because I'm the fucking GOAT. That's why. What the fuck?
Okay. You're not replaceable. Fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah, GOAT means not replaceable, right?
Yeah, but you break down the GOAT. You broke down the GOAT into small pieces, and other people will pick up, and you're repurposing it 100%. You think that these people are that when I go offline and I stop, everybody just fucking dies?
I think a lot of them stop watching. A lot of them, stop watching content. Yeah. There's probably
I'm with X on this one.
Wait, hold on. XQC, you've got audiences that literally build their days around whether you're live or not. My bet is that if you go into your stream chat on Twitch, I'm assuming that one is active when you're offline. There's probably a ton of people that are literally spamming. Is X going live? Is he live? Where's he at? Is he going live today? What did he tweet? What's going on? Right? Those guys aren't watching other streams. They're literally sitting in your chat waiting for you to go live.
Okay. I think that's a big portion. I think ultimately, people find stuff to watch. I genuinely believe that. I'm dead.
He's they'd be paying for the fact that he's like a beacon right now. You can't
it's a
replace
cornerstone.
XQC. You can't just have someone go, I'm the new XQC. It doesn't work that way.
You're wrong, because if he's so easily replaceable, they control who gets the
He's
impression.
not easily replaceable until he's dead.
Okay, so if he's not replaceable, all this talk about impressions is irrelevant. You guys are saying if he's not here, the impressions will go to someone else. That's just not true. Because
But that's factored in with the transformative argument.
If it was, there's zero companies who would be offering this guy big contracts to keep him on their platforms, because they can just funnel those impressions anywhere they want. They control the algorithm. You guys, the way the system works, what you're saying does not make any sense.
True.
Bro, because I still operate. I still go live. I still do my thing. If I disappeared entirely, yes, like I said, it would spread out. It would boom. But that takes a little bit of time.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I feel like I'm arguing against you for you, which is retarded, okay? But it wouldn't, because if it would, they have no reason. Didn't you just get a fucking contract from Kick? If they could just replace your impressions with somebody else, it would change everything. Same thing for Twitch. There's no reason for them to pay you all this money if they can just funnel your impressions to some random person and all the things that are going to work. It doesn't make sense.
You are correct, but I'm just saying the trickle down happens if I were to stop entirely and disappear.
That's true.
I don't think that's true.
It's totally true. You already admitted it was true. You just said it wasn't everyone, which is true.
No. I think that if you were to go on Twitch, if you were to take the top 10 streamers and ban those 10 streamers and they didn't stream anywhere else, if those top 10 streamers represented a concurrent viewership across Twitch of 300,000 concurrent viewers, I think of those 300,000 concurrent viewers, I think maybe 20 or 30,000 would stick around.
That is
I'm more
pretty
so
crazy.
I'm more so basing my argument off YouTube, because I feel like YouTube is like 10 times bigger than the live streaming ecosystem as a whole. So when I'm talking about the impression serving, I'm talking about specifically YouTube. So uploading non-transformative content to YouTube. And I don't think that, it's like the idea of like, oh, just DMCA it. I mean, that just like in the argument where you were making with like property rights Destiny, you don't like, you want that property right to be enforced without you having to manually enforce it.
Well, sure, that's a fundamental. Now we're talking legal arguments, but that is true. If we think that these are property rights that are that exist, right? Obviously, with intellectual property and with exclusive right to copy, it's a little bit more intangible or less tangible than physical property. But yeah, you would assert automatically that those rights are automatically defended. The onus would be on the content violator to make an argument why they need to do it, rather than saying that the person who's being violated needs to actively defend it, right?
Yeah, and I think that YouTube, no one really leaves it. It's a huge platform, and there are people who subscribe to multiple channels, and they just go and they click on whatever looks interesting on the front page. So if someone can upload content that is non-transformative, i.e. theft, if we agree to that definition, then they're basically just taking impression space.
Okay, madam, I assure you that I had an extensive look across multiple, and other people have done, on multiple fresh accounts. People that don't watch React content very, very rarely get served React content. The overlap is nearly zero in that regard.
Okay. I'm willing to have I don't really have a strong position on this. I just wanted to bring this argument up because I haven't heard anyone mention impressions, which are finite, and they are based on a finite viewer base, which that can fluctuate up and down depending on what's going on, and then the total watch time that viewer base is giving can fluctuate, but there still is a finite amount of those impressions being served, which is ultimately where people find and get delivered content through the algorithm.
Yeah, I get it. I do feel like the space is so wide, right, that whenever you're widening content, you're like widening how many people will watch content overall. I feel like these boundaries are still to this day like infinite almost. Like you're always pushing and pushing, and more people have access to it. More people want it. And one of the reasons for that, I'm saying that TikTok has made people watch more shit online overall across the board, and the numbers are ridiculous. I don't think, to make the arguments you're making, I wish that you've seen the actual math behind it. The TikTok raw numbers, it's alien. That shit is ridiculous.
What?
It's crazy. It's like crazy. It's like algorithm from hell, man. Numbers on TikTok are crazy. You smell?
I don't know what that was arguing for.
Like the analytics are crazy. They're like insane. Like how many people watch videos or do this on TikTok? Like when you look at the raw numbers, they've eclipsed everything we've known before, and it hasn't really taken anything from anybody, right? It just kind of So they're having a shelf life.
Okay, I just looked it up. TikTok generates, this might be about 6 months old or so. TikTok generates about 318 million impressions per day. YouTube generates 626 billion organic impressions a day. It's like
Wait, hold on. TikTok
so
only
more.
has 300 million impressions per day.
What?
That's what it says. 318 million.
There's
That's
no that's got to be like 2 orders of magnitude off.
This was posted on June 6, 2023. I can post the link. I don't know if it's bad data or whatever, but I mean, I'm just reading it here. TikTok generates about 318 million impressions per day. Paid advertisers can tap into about 643 or 6 whatever, and then YouTube's integration with Google Search gives creators 626 billion.
Wait, can you link what I'm just
impressions.
curious what you're looking at.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Sure. I could be misinterpreting it, but
Well,
I mean,
like,
even
here,
if it's
let's say how
double
many
inflated,
people
that's
in-
still 10 times higher. Here, I'll post it to you. DMs.
No, yeah, I said like an order magnitude or 2 off. That just seems
Yeah,
way off.
even if it's off, it's still that YouTube is so much bigger. So
Order magnitude meaning like times 10. Like that seems like it's times
I'm
10
aware.
or times 100
that's like,
off.
That's like
yeah.
times 1,000 at something. Yeah. So I sent you the link. You can check it out. But that's why I'm basing my argument more so around YouTube. Not I don't know much about the live
thanks for
streaming
5 gifted
space.
subs.
That you're obviously all way more into that. So I'll take your word when it comes to the live streaming patterns. But when it comes to YouTube, it's a pretty clear pattern of action and how people engage with it. And it's not like people don't just go to YouTube. I mean, maybe they have their favorite person and channel they go to and stuff, but people just go there when they're bored and click on whatever shows up and looks interesting.
I disagree. I disagree. I think viewers are separated to different categories. There's some people who are going to waste their lives on YouTube. I think there's other people who go in for specific creators. Like for me, I have a couple people I like watching, and then if they're not on or they haven't uploaded anything in a long time, I'm off. And there's a lot of people who operate that way. I think a lot of us are very online in these spaces, and so we think that everyone who consumes it the same way, but it's just not true for a lot of users.
If I had to real quick, if I had to guess, based on this article that you showed, my guess would be that when this says 318 million impressions per day, what my guess is this is talking about advertising impressions. That'd be my guess. Because when this says, because if I read what's coming before,
no, it says doesn't it say specifically advertisers can tap into about 643,000 of those impressions per day?
Per day,
so
yes.
So it specifically says.
But like,
which
let's
ones
just
are
like,
paid
if I scroll
advertising.
up, it says TikTok has more than 1 billion users. Do you think a platform with 1 billion
That's
users, and then if you
crazy.
scroll up before, it says TikTok users spend an
Yeah, it
average of
doesn't make sense,
45.8 minutes per day on the platform. 45 minutes? That's got to be what, 1,000 TikToks? There's no way that 1 billion users
True.
whose average time is 45 minutes are generating only 318. Like that number's got to be in the billions or tens of billions. That'd just be my guess, but yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that number definitely seems a little off, but that's just what I'm seeing here. So I'm welcome to more data.
Okie dokie. Hey, Abba.
It's on my fucking thing, man. I got ants in this room, bro. Sorry about that.
My bad. I have.
I was going to ask. You seem like you said you changed your mind on like the whole concept of transformative. What would you like if I said if I uploaded to my channel, my community reacted. What if my community didn't react and it was just the comment section? Would you count that as transformative enough?
I think if I went to the furthest end of the idea, I probably could be. And maybe I haven't thought about this through because I obviously my change of mind is just right now, so I don't want to die on this hill right now.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I would say I think that it's really blurred the line for me for what is considered transformative and is not. And I think just listening to the fact that because I know this, I remember talking to somebody who says they watch a lot of Twitch streamers, and for them, just eating their food and watching with someone else who's reacting to the content makes them excited to, and they would never otherwise watch it. So for me, understanding that concept, even if the other person wasn't talking, maybe they just laughed a few times, it made me realize that for them, this content is completely different than what the original is.
Yeah.
And so knowing that's that different for them, I'm like, how do I determine what is or isn't transformative when for the viewers who are watching, it is completely changing the way they interact with the content.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Here's a good example for that. You're opening the news in the morning, right? This is all content, right? And the local news, right? The local news, and they give you a story about some fishermen who caught a fish. The most boring story of all fucking time. And you have it on TV, instead of switching channels, you're cooking in the morning, and you're watching it, and you know what? You leave it on. You don't change the fucking TV, right? You don't change the fucking thing, right? And why are you doing that? One, it's local. it's relevant. And then after that, you might go to bingo tonight, and Teresa will say, "Did you see the fish he caught?" And yeah, you did. And there's a lot of social aspects of it, and there are a lot of components that go into why you watched it and how you're gonna engage past it, right? When if it was in another country, another place, you wouldn't have watched it. The community aspect plays a big role in it, right? So people want to talk about the people that are in that community. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it anyway, right? Do you agree with that?
I think there's loads of aspects that can benefit from it for sure. I wouldn't deny that, and I even agree with the chat aspect is something. But it feels like we've moved, especially because I'm more so curious about Abba's perspective right now. The presence of any form of transformative nature is like a binary now. It's either not or is, and as long as there's something there, then it is. Is that?
Yeah. And I think for me, the issue I have is I can't really tell where that line is because it seems like it changes very drastically even off minor changes. And so if I take that into consideration, I have to say like even the slightest bit of change might be enough.
No, Abba, come on.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, for me, I understand.
With your family isn't transformative.
Is that another PvPer that enters the arena, bro? How many, bro? This is a fucking brawl in this bitch. What?
Because if you truly believed all of that, like, would we be able to, like, you think ethically speaking, I should be able to do all kinds of uploading as long as, like, what if I took XQC's chat from a different video and put it onto a random upload of yours? I guess you wouldn't even know, right?
Right, then I wouldn't know. And like I said, I'm not saying that what I'm saying doesn't get us in like a lot of a legal quagmire or even a moral one.
There's a moral one, yeah.
But
it's unworkable, Abba. You can't have that. I mean, then what wouldn't be transformative under that view? I mean, I could go get a hot dog and my viewing experience would be different than without the hot dog. What wouldn't be transformative?
But listen, I think it's one of those things where if you were to sit me down and say this is not transformative, I could see how. But I think there's a lot of content that you guys would consider transformative that a lot of people would look at and like, I don't think it is. So I'm just saying the line isn't clear, and even though you guys may not see it, just the fact that XQC is on the screen for them is often enough. I can't.
Or Mr. Chair, for that matter, or something. And also, I swear to God, I am not kidding about this. Most of my chatters, which is they only chat here because they like chatting here, right? If you wouldn't put a video out right in front of them, and they would have and you would swap all the components, and you don't even tell them out blind, and you would add or remove them in chat, right? They would notice 100%, and they would know something is up. 100%, right? So the small intricacies of us being the way we are right now, right, is noticeable 100%, and that has value to them.
So can you watch Oppenheimer with your chat there as a transformative piece of content?
You would say yes,
No.
surely.
Why
not? No, you can't.
Why not? Why not?
Well, because they don't want me to.
No, I know, but could you do it? And do you think that you should be allowed to?
Well, see, whenever we approach these arguments, right? People always go to the movie as a got him, dude. In my opinion, I absolutely think I should be able to. 100%.
Okay.
But
I think that's consistent.
So there is no copyright then at that point, right? There's no copyright.
Yeah, but I would love to work with them and to knowing when I could do it and for how long, on what dates, and I would love to work on campaigns because I would love to do that. And then I could have an agenda of when we're doing certain reacts, and my chat would fucking love that shit. They would love it.
Yeah, they would love it for you to work with Christopher Nolan, but what if Nolan doesn't want to work with you? And what if he's like, no, I don't
Pisco, to catch you up.
Then they'll be poor! They will be broke-ass bitches because they're failing to understand a new opening in the market, and they're failed visionaries. I'm the visionary of film. You are the visionary of fucking nothing. If you don't understand that there's value in what... If they don't understand that there's value in watch parties. Do you get it?
Yeah, but no, there's value there, but there's also value in streaming the UFC on your stream and hosting it there.
Oh, I would love that.
Honestly, I have no problem with people streaming the UFC from a complete moral standpoint. But if you're talking about legal, the only reason people don't do it is because they feel like it's legally wrong. That's it.
This is a cop-out. When you guys are talking about the law and moral and dividing it this way, you guys think that there should be a moral right to some kind of property entitlement to your kind of creative content. You all do. And Abba,
honestly, XQC has already conceded, like in the beginning, basically that what do you say? A maximum, maybe a day a week. Like you want all of it to be free of that, so we can all react to everything, right?
Well,
no, but he's saying you shouldn't be able to like sell his shirts if he's making shirts. So he believes in some amount of creative.
We kind of touched on that.
Right? Yeah, I mean,
that's a little bit touchier. That's a little bit touchier. Like
why?
Well, because at one point I don't want to sell a T-shirt, right? And it has poison in it, and somebody and it's like, oh well, I was just trying to buy XC merch, and somebody's getting hurt by it. Like that. There's a lot of ways that they could be dangerous.
That could be true of anything that's being hosted there. Maybe you could say the platform that's hosting it is dangerous. It's leading
or actually, let me give a real life example. This has probably happened to UX. There are some people that I wish would have never watched any of my content because they've poisoned the well so hard against me to other audiences because they've shown selectively like 1 or 2 clips of mine, right?
Real? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or erroneously editing it to make you look worse than you actually are, sort of thing.
You all think that there should be some rights to creative expression and that there should be some exclusive rights. And maybe that right is so thin that just watching a film with my family is transformative. But if that's true, then the copyright means nothing at that point. If it's just having a chat, then that means that Steven can play any music he wants at all times throughout the day because his chat will do funny memes and Pepe's.
Yeah, but why do you think Amazon sees value in watch parties enough that they have a big catalog that opens up with people that with Prime can do watch parties on Twitch? It's a massive advancement for live space.
Perfect example, yeah.
And I think we're going in these directions in a very quick fashion, and the possibilities are endless. Endless possibilities, and any argument against
Amazon, it's an endless possibility for Amazon. And the fact that you say they see value is acknowledging that they're going to monetize it and they're going to make money and they're going to make their bag. And they don't want you to make that back.
Whether their intentions are pure or not, the value for the consumer is there regardless. And if other people follow in their steps and do that with other pieces of content, other people see value and they'll find other ways to make money, and it'll develop as a sphere, like as a.
But who has a right to exploit that value? Who gets to decide, right? So you guys are all saying, well, it's beneficial in this way and it's worse in this way. But the fundamental question is, who decides? Who decides what is done with this? Like, do you get to decide for someone else that you know better how to monetize their stuff, and you know better than them how to properly market the stuff and make sure that they're maximizing?
I don't think I do. I know I do, 100%.
What the fuck?
Because companies pay me $100,000 for 1 hour of playing their game. They understand that the marketing value that I have for their game is pretty massive. Therefore, if I like that product and I want to engage with it, and I can make a good argument for it, then I can market the product in no way that they can because of my interest in it and people's interest in my interests. Purely.
Wait, hold on, Pisco. Let me ask you this, right? It's not even about the content being transformative at this point. X genuinely believes that he's providing value to the people that is reacting. Yes, it's a new fucking competitor in the arena. Okay, so he's actually saying they should be grateful that I'm reacting to their fucking content and it's giving them exposure. Therefore, I'm helping them. That's what he's basically fucking saying. Do you even agree with that shit?
Well, whether I agree with it, I think it's probably true in some cases, and it's probably not true in other cases. So I think that the market for like Netflix would go away if Steven could just host whatever movie he wants all the time on, or at least the market would be diminished. I think because people would just watch whatever movies they want with
even
Destiny.
Not even close to it. Not even close. Okay, tonight you might watch a movie, right? You might watch a movie. Which one? Why? With who? At what time? All these components are key. And what you're gonna watch?
It's free.
Wait. There are a lot of components. There's a lot of reasons why you're gonna watch something, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we agree with that. Okay, now, you think that Destiny watching fly over the cuckoo's nest at 3 a.m. in the morning is going to destroy the ecosystem and cannibalize the viewer base of Netflix?
Actually, it wouldn't be just Destiny, right?
Maybe not that case, but now imagine that everyone, right? Because you're not going to say that Destiny has better or more or less rights than someone else, right? Everyone else is similar situated to Destiny in the sense that
hundreds of thousands of streamers.
Right, they should have the same rights. At least you agree with that, right, X?
Wait. Sorry, what was that?
Everyone should have the same right to stream Oppenheimer that Destiny or you have, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, wait.
So only you guys.
No, hear him out. Wait, why not?
Because when it comes down to that form of content, the people. Okay, so here's that content. This is a watch party. It's a little bit different than just React, right? It's a little bit different. In my opinion, watch parties have to be a little more pure. It's why a lot of times they ask you to have camera upper left at small pixels. It's the actual finished product of the React. They expect it to be not too transformative. Actually, they don't want to do that too much because it's just their vision for it. And I actually agree with that. I generally agree with that. And it's why some people that if they want to be full cam almost, or 3/4 of the cam with their dick out, well, that's bad for the creative vision that was behind the movie initially, and I should be able to respect that. And when you do case by case basis,
You're wrong. Everyone should be able to, because so long as people find it transformative, then that's it.
Okay, so that's
because this guy.
Well, but XQC is saying the community needs to be there. If you don't have one,
so
it's not
20 viewer
transformative.
Andes can all have their movie streams. And so now you have every single movie has their own 20 viewer Andes stream.
Exactly. If XQC can do it, every 20 viewer Andes can do it. That has to be the consistent argument, or else it's just retarded.
And to be honest with you, if you make the limit 20 viewers as well, you can just bot 20.
Yeah, sure. I don't know why you couldn't. And
you're right. You're right. So what you're saying is that there's an overlap in market with a certain movie or certain movies, and basically what you're saying is that some guy that really wants to watch Narnia will watch Destiny, right? When he's scratching his balls when the video has 8 minutes of runtime left, right? Because they probably missed the start time. They don't care about it, and then they'll click it. Like, I can watch Narnia. He clicks in. He's scratching his balls for 8 minutes. No, that doesn't cannibalize the market. It doesn't.
If on Monday Destiny watches Narnia, Tuesday Star Wars, Thursday Indiana Jones, when I go to watch Star Wars on Wednesday, I just look at Destiny's VOD and load up the chat, right?
Then I create an ecosystem where his movie choice is good, and I would like that, and Destiny has value at that point, past the value of the movie itself. Holy shit!
He can just host the movies, all the VODs of every single movie he's ever watched, with the chat right next to it.
Absolutely. And if people love it, that's great. I'm gonna say something even more weird. I think.
Well, you agree with this? You think that this?
You agree with this dystopian universe?
Hey, look.
They laugh. You guys laugh, and I'll be right one day, and you're gonna look like a bunch of fucking clowns, bro.
I think if the market,
and you will be bald and broke.
True. I think if the market is demanding for it, I think we're essentially barring people from a product that they would actually really like. So I think it's bad for that reason. And I think if
the product they want is free movies,
we bar people from products they like all the time.
Hold on. And I think there's probably a world in there where I think some form of revenue sharing would be necessary. I think that's something that you could reasonably talk to me where it's like, if we're going to create this experience, which is better than the original piece of art, then I think there should be a revenue split for the original creator in a way that's equitable. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be something I would think would be reasonable.
Better point,
everyone who watches, for a large segment of the audience who are watching these reactors or whatever it is, for them, the content that they're watching from the React channels is superior to the original. And so I think there's a service being rendered that I think we would be robbing people of. One.
Yeah.
I think there's
no incentive to make it anymore.
What was that?
There's no incentive to create this stuff anymore.
You're wrong if we don't. That's why I said if there was an equitable revenue share system.
Okay, so is X going to start giving revenue to the videos he covers?
They can't even get healthcare. They can't even get profit sharing, and you want to take out their last amount of income from Hollywood. There's a big strike right now from the writers.
Kick Hassan out! What the fuck, man?
I disagree because even though there's a huge market for this React stuff, a lot of people still like watching it the original way in the format that it was meant to be.
Well, I thought X's point was that we're going to be moving toward everybody liking the social aspects to infect and destroy the original markets.
X argued against himself this whole night and been wrong about his own value.
Well, but do you think he's right? Do you think he's wrong?
But just because he said it doesn't mean he's right about the future. I disagree with him on that point.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I disagree that reactions. I disagree that reactions are 100% going to be the future. I think there's always going to be a market for people who just want to go to the movie theater and watch it with nobody fucking bothering them.
Okay. Really? Why did you get the right to the reaction stream? Who gave you the right? If there's a monetary avenue or pathway for someone to exploit the React market, why is that in Alba's hands for Star Wars Episode 7 and not in Disney's hands? Why do you get it?
Yep. Oh shit! You know what, guys, please hold on to that argument. I swear, otherwise I'm gonna lose my idea. Okay, I'm literally, I'm cutting you off. My bad. Okay, listen. Otherwise, I'm ADHD out of my idea, and I'm gonna lose it. Listen, wait for this. Okay, this is actually a decent argument. Okay, the components that are being misunderstood and deliberately mistalked about, a lot of this really small stuff adds up like crazy. And here's a good example. Okay, during World Cup for the fucking. Even though I don't even watch that much of soccer, right? There was World Cup happening with first soccer, right? Football, whatever you call it, right? And then I put 650K on a team. It was France or whatever the fuck, right? That they were gonna win, and I had talked about it, put that in, right? And everybody knew about it, the whole thing, and it wasn't even a big thing. I didn't think it. And during that day, I wasn't even reacting to the game. I didn't even have any of it on, right? I noticed after the stream, so he pointed out, oh, look at the stats. I look at my stats. I had like 30K more average views than I normally get. And I didn't pay attention to any of it, right? People found value in that little storyline of that little bet. They're to the point where literally there was an increase of like 30%, 35% viewers overall. That's insane. That is a crazy amount of value that you're losing just because of, oh, this has no value, lol W. I think that's wrong. I think you should be exposed to the maximum.
That's not. No, hold on. That's value to you. That's not value to the World Cup or to the fucking organizers.
Wrong.
I disagree.
How the fuck is that wrong?
My viewers have one hand on the keyboard, one hand on their dicks, and they don't watch soccer. Yet they all cared that day. Why? Because I cared. That's
fucking stupid because that still just fucking benefited you. Did they go on and watch the other matches when you weren't reacting to it?
Wait,
hold on. I can say
now they're interested.
I can say this with 100% certainty. If a bunch of Twitch creators started streaming the World Cup and talking about it, I guarantee you that the World Cup viewership in the long run would grow tremendously. Massively. The reason being is that these people and their influence is a net benefit to soccer as a whole. Now, again, I still talk about the revenue share. What?
Are you communist? I mean, the reason these things are put on.
You gotta wipe the cum off of your mouth, Abba, because that was the most retarded point you've made. Absolutely fucking.
Is that another guy?
Hold on. Yes, it's another guy. Okay, get away.
Hold on. This is how dumb you are, Q. They pay for.
Go ahead, explain.
They pay for celebrity endorsements every fucking year for people who know nothing about football because it benefits their sport. Having people who can get viewers onto a topic is always profitable. It's almost like you guys took marketing 101, threw it out the fucking window, and joined this conversation. It is always valuable to have people who have loud voices and reach to be interested in your fucking topic.
It's always valuable.
Hold on. You know that the entire argument that X is pushing forth is when I am involved and I transform it enough, that's when people get interested. Nobody would have fucking watched Lemino's video from my fucking community if I didn't fucking react to it. That's what he's fucking saying.
How about I tell you this? He doesn't have to transform it. He could literally just show up on screen and be like, "We're watching soccer, and it's a net benefit to football as a whole."
So we should
next time maybe
it doesn't have to make it transform. It doesn't even matter. Him being interested in it benefits the sport.
Well, say it then. That anyone can stream the World Cup. And they should be able to and allowed to.
Yeah. Abba, out of curiosity, why do you think we ended up this way?
Not anyone's Abba. No.
Listen to what I'm saying. I have said from the beginning, from a legal standpoint, I disagree with it. From a moral standpoint, I think it is a net positive.
Okay, but if they benefit, why would they have made laws to prevent it?
Because they're thinking about the short-term financial gain. That's what I believe.
Like they're foolish. They don't realize they could win.
Hold on.
Wait, no. Let me tell you. If there was no value in that, then we wouldn't have music streaming these days, music downloads, any of that. We'd still have CDs and cassettes. We don't have that shit.
And also
that's distribution. That's not the same thing.
And a lot of sports have already begun doing watch parties or watch alongs for their sports because they see the benefit of having these audiences interested. That's why they're partnering up with creators and stuff like that to create those kind of watch events. So yes, it could be archaic. Maybe they haven't advanced in terms of the world of marketing. It could be the fact that they've not caught on to this technology, which a lot of industries haven't. But the truth is, all these watch parties these viewers bring. How about take fucking what's his name, Speed? Him showing an interest in football has gotten a bunch of Americans who never gave a shit about football obsessed with Ronaldo and obsessed with the sport of football as a result. It is absolutely changing the way people consume this content.
Who should get the right?
Hold on. Yeah. Let me use your logic. One second. Let me use your logic out. But if fucking X reacted to Oppenheimer, why the fuck would then the audience, like let's say 60, 70,000 people that watch this fucking watch along part, whatever the fuck, why would they go to the cinema and pay for some shit that they got for free?
Which is why I said earlier there should be an equitable way to have some revenue share. I agree that they would
even
lose
on the stream.
I think that's the future.
Also, embargoes, timed embargoes are fine.
Well,
that's okay, dude.
Does that go for YouTube content as well that he reacts to, like the videos does that go for that as well, or is it only for fucking movies?
Yes. I tweeted that and I told YouTube to do that actually. That's how much I believe in it. 100%. Yeah. What about it?
I agree. I think there should be a revenue system for the original content. And I'm not even mad at that. Even for me, I would think that was something equitable, even for my channel.
Yeah, the revenue stream is called copyright. The revenue stream is called copyright, and that gives you the exclusive right to make copies.
No, it's
yes, it is. Of course it is.
It's not. But
Yo, Law Andy, bro, where's your degree, man? What is wrong with this guy, bro?
Well, wait, he is a lawyer.
He is.
He is.
Lawyer,
Also, I'm confused. Like you saying that in the perfect world you would be having a revenue split, but you're not making that happen right now. You're just taking the videos anyway.
What do you want me to start hitting up? No, hold on. Do you want me to start asking all these people and be like, yo, what? How,
If you react to, well, no, I'm asking, do you actually believe in it or not?
He's asking, stop being a virtue signaling bitch and actually do it before it's forced upon you. That's what he's fucking saying.
Listen. Hold on. I will 100% say this topic is not that important to me that I would go through the efforts to set up. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! And let me finish my answer.
Let him finish.
That I would put in the effort to figure out a payment system that would work this well. Now, if YouTube implemented, I would process it and I would go through it. You're asking me to create the system, like, oh, why don't you just set it all up?
Basically, you're just Basically, you're just virtue signaling, acting like you give a fuck by saying, you know what? I'd 100% be down to fucking give a fucking rest split with these fucking guys that I'm reacting to because I'm making money off of their content. But I'm not gonna go out of my fucking way to do anything because
real quick.
I don't really care
hold on, real quick. I think we all agree with Abba. I think that like the perfect comparison of this is way back in the day. A lot of people used to pirate games, but oftentimes it's just because that was the easiest way to get the game. Sometimes you didn't have the money, but like we would pirate music games just because that was the easiest way to get it. But if you provide like an easy way to pay for it, people would do it. Like, and that was what Steam did. And when Steam came out, people buy so many games that they have no problem like buying games they'll never even play. So I think that
Lil Steam, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you said there's no easy way to compensate the creators.
DM them. It's very easy. You DM
No,
them and you fucking figure an
it's
agreement
not.
with them.
This is how I know, and this is why you have no following because you don't understand the system.
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna finish.
Now call him broke.
Excuses in here.
Now tell him he's poor. Tell him.
Okay,
Now tell me some more.
Stop.
Listen,
Hold on.
right.
Okay, you guys need to.
I'm gonna finish.
Wait. I know. Just everybody here. The energy is very high. There's a lot of people in here. Everybody needs to calm down.
Chill out.
The process of trying to get paid or being able to pay everyone would be very difficult. One, if you've ever had to work with content creators in regards to ad placements, things like that, they're notoriously bad for responding. They're bad about getting all these things set up. Everything is a time-taking process. In terms of administrative burden for me, it would be immense to be able to set up the system in place. Everything shows that when you make a lot of things convenient, vast majority of people will go that route, even if it's ethical. But if the ethical thing is very difficult to do, a lot of people will skirt around it. They will go around it. That's true for a lot of different things, like the pirating example you gave, or other things like that. So you're just factually wrong about how easy it is. There's no other system in place.
If I genuinely go ahead. Oh, thanks. Like, if you genuinely believe that people should be paid, like I probably would as well. If I was to watch your video and barely react to it, and then in my own head be like, oh shit, I should probably compensate him for this. I don't need like a system set in place to make me do it or to know exactly what I believe. It's actually better now than then because I can decide what I believe is worth, what I believe I've taken from you without you getting compensated. I can compensate you directly. I can donate to you.
So even then, it's not about what I decide. What if you, the person I'm reacting to, disagree with the amount? Then we have a negotiation process, which is more administrative burden. That way, if there was already a system in place, the revenue share would be based off an equation that we all agree to.
Here's
I'm talking about streamlining it to make it easy as possible. You're not actually considering all the parameters.
Here's the thing that every single streamer here would agree with. If there was a way that you could click a button on a video where it's like $20 to have on your YouTube channel, I think every streamer here or in YouTube would be totally fine with paying for that. Right?
Yeah, I think XQC is talking about like the future of different like video watch parties and stuff. I think it would be a huge task, but if there was a way to integrate like all the different platforms in a way that you could like give permission so that you get like a percentage of the view count added to your actual views.
And,
yeah, we would do it.
That'd be amazing.
And you know what? I will quadruple down to the point where it's gonna make you mauled. I think some of you guys in here are actual like socialists, like the values, communist Andes. I'm gonna call your ass out. I believe that there's value for these companies, and some people are really gonna get paid to watch it. Let alone pay them to watch it. They will get paid to watch it because these systems are top heavy as fuck. It is so, and it's unfair. And it's just the way it is. And I think fighting that is stupid as fuck. I think it's ass backwards.
I think Destiny's the communist. He's the one who says he shouldn't have any copyrights, and that it should all be spread, and he should be able to make Star Wars 10.
Our content.
I don't know why you guys don't think that creators should have any control over their expressions. The whole reason why they're burdens to
hold on, wait, control over their expressions. You gotta hardcore define that because
the
everybody's
exclusive right to
there
make copies, derivative works.
Yeah, the argument that everyone here is using, the reason why we don't really believe in exclusive rights here is because that seems to be a detriment to every single actor in the space except for the person creating the content. That's been the prevailing argument.
Because you want to encourage the creation of these works in the first place. I don't know why there would be a reason to treat.
The reason why copyright. Hold on. The reason.
Oh, you didn't know what I was going to ask, right?
Well, but what you just said doesn't make sense. The reason why you have an exclusive right to create copies is because you're protecting a potential future revenue stream. 99% of the time. That's why we talk about exclusive copyrights. But the argument.
Not always. Whoa. Not always. We were just talking before. XQC mentioned that one of the reasons why he wants exclusive rights to copies is he doesn't want to be associated with any bad people who are making poisonous shirts or who are making bad shirts. And so the copyright.
Wait, that might be true, but copyright already doesn't protect you from that.
Too.
Copyright already doesn't protect you from that necessarily.
Tell me more about that.
There are ways theoretically that people can incorporate things into their content that you don't want to be associated with. I might not want to be associated with Ben Shapiro in any way, size, shape, or form. That doesn't mean that he can't cover my commentary with some fair use application of law.
Okay, now you're mistaken because now what you're talking about is whether or not your copyright extends to cover fair uses of your work, which of course it doesn't.
Sure, but I'm just saying that if your entire point of copyright was to protect you from being associated with things you don't want to associate with, that doesn't make sense because fair use defeats that point. So that argument makes no sense. The whole
no.
Yeah,
it doesn't defeat that argument. So if you are someone who's going to be infringed upon, there are a lot of situations in which you might not want that monetary stream. You might not agree with having you might not agree with Netflix. You might not agree with movies on demand. You might not. You ever read Calvin and Hobbes? Anybody? It's a kid in the tiger thing. He didn't want any of his stuff made into movies because he just didn't want it, and his copyright protected derivative works, and so no movies about Calvin and Hobbes exist. You might disagree with it, but the copyright extends to protect those interests.
Sure, it could, but I think the argument that we're making here before.
Don't just say it could because
most of your arguments are completely defeated by if you endlessly
qualify.
No,
you just lost that argument. You said it was all about monetary streams, and you were wrong.
The main purpose that we're talking about in here is generally monetary streams. That's what everybody in here has been talking about the entire time.
You might be talking about that, but
that's what we're all talking about. You might want to talk about something, but that's what all of us are talking about. Is future
other people care about copyright for other reasons.
Sure. Well, all of us in here are talking about the ability to lose money on your content. And so far, that's something that hasn't been
anymore.
demonstrated.
Now we're talking about more than that.
That's fine, but that hasn't been demonstrated. So as long as that hasn't been demonstrated, that's one of the reasons why most people in here didn't care as much about it.
Remember, you mentioned people like tearing up your work and repurposing it for their own like purposes. You'd want to be able to protect against that as well, right?
Theoretically, but they can do that in a fair use way that you might still have a problem with.
I wouldn't if it was fair use, if it actually qualifies, because that sounds like criticism.
That's fine, but there are some people, for instance, that I would, if I had my choice, I might never want them criticizing my work. I might never want like Nick Fuentes or the Stormfront like using any part of my content to spread their message. But they might have a fair use application that would allow them to do so.
So at that point, yeah, I would. I mean, I think they should be allowed to do that, even if you don't want them to.
I'm just saying that if your original intention of the fair use here, or the original intention of copyright is, I don't want to be associated with certain people, it doesn't necessarily protect you from that. What it should protect you, the primary purpose of copyright is what it should protect you for is the exclusive right to make copies of your content in a non-transformative way to
and derivative works.
And derivative works. Isn't a derivative work non-transformative?
Wait, no, a derivative work is very transformative, isn't it? Don't you agree?
I thought the whole point of a derivative work was that it didn't meet the standards for transformative.
Well, a derivative work is one of the many exclusive rights that copyright gives you. And so if
you
want to make
like
a sequel, like a different version of the same thing. Like let's say remember those Game Boy versions of movies? Right? That's a derivative work of the original movie. I don't know, the original Pokemon movie, maybe you have a Game Boy version of that you have the right to make it. Or maybe you don't want someone to be
okay, sure. Then what I just said can apply to derivative works as well, and I don't think it changes what I was saying.
Yeah, but why do you think that copyright should have so little consideration that anyone can make, just by do you agree with Abba that just by having a chat you should be able to like
I was actually going to ask if you consider that transformative destiny. Do you personally think that's transformative?
I would never use transformative in a casual sense. I would use transformative in terms of like the law, and transformative just having a chat there probably doesn't meet that standard.
You don't like have your own view on what transformative should qualify as rather than what the law is?
Here it comes, guys. We're gonna have an era of people that are just changing the color schemes, using chroma keys or opacity, and backwards fucking reversal, like halftime, 0.8 time fucking bullshit. It's gonna be a disaster. You don't want none of that. I swear you don't want that. Or the guy who watches the UFC through his glasses, or like fake playing the game. Oh man, bro. We've been through these fucking hoops before.
Can I ask a question real quick? As a small content creator.
Wait, hold on. Wait, there's so many people in here. Why?
It's Philly. Let him go. Wait,
it's going to be Destiny.
Okay, go. Quick question. Go.
Yeah. So, as a small content creator, if according to Abba and XQC, like if my content is like I make a lot of like videos about gang violence and stuff. So say like a very racist, like the neo-Nazis got a hold of my video and they made a video reacting to it, but was just saying like a bunch of racist shit and just completely distorting my work. I should have no recourse in that. Like, is that what
correct.
you guys are?
No, that's how the law works right now, and that probably should be the case. If somebody's making fair commentary or criticism on your work, then that is a protected right in the United States. Yeah.
But what if it isn't fair commentary and criticism?
Then
what
it would fall under copyright protections. You could DMCA it or sue them. But I think the law accounts for both sides of these. Yeah.
But are we talking about your perfect will, not the current law?
Yeah, what you guys are arguing for is that I shouldn't have any recourse in that.
Oh, is that what you guys said?
Well, yeah, X, because your argument theoretically earlier was that like if people want to take and use your content, then they should just be allowed to.
Yeah, exactly. It's just whenever you put it in a harsh way, you kind of baiting me and make an argument that will make me look like a racist or some shit, which is really odd. To be honest, because I generally like. I still hold my argument. I just don't want to say, whoa, guys, well, yeah, you should be allowed to be racist. Well, that's not what I meant at all.
Right, but what you're arguing for would allow for that. Like, there's no caveat that says like how you can behave. What you're saying is I should have full rights to do whatever I want with this person's content as long as I'm, there reacting to it, as long as chat's there, I can, basically do whatever I want with this person's content.
Yeah, I still agree. I mean, we still do that to this day, though, don't we? We use old books and old things that were meant to be used a certain way, and we reference it, and then we use it in commentary and whatever the fuck, and we go directly against it. And I think that's still within the bound of the laws, and I think that's fair enough.
Okay. All right. I'm not here to argue. I just wanted to just ask that real quick. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Careful.
Okay, quick update to everybody in chat. Abba had to leave the call because he's busy wiping excuses come off of his fucking mouth. Number one. Number two.
Your arguments are
your
arguments shit.
Literally don't make any fucking sense. You know that, right? You're saying because I have a lot of fucking.
This guy's like John Zerka on two books. Like, holy shit.
Okay, don't fucking do that shit. That's fucking pathetic. Number one. Number two, your argument is because I have a lot of fucking clout, I should react and do whatever the fuck I want because I'm providing value in terms of fucking viewership. Now, of course, you're not making any fucking money, let me know, or fucking Nolan with your fucking Oppenheimer movie, but you should be grateful that I'm getting people into your shit in the future. That's a terrible fucking argument. If I sold all of your fucking VODs and I just uploaded everything and I started making fuck ton of money without you doing shit, because in reality, you don't do shit. You're not fucking Jinx or Flight or any of these 2016, 17 YouTubers that actually transform the content that they watch. Most streamers are lazy as fuck. You basically don't do shit with your reacts. You just sit there and fucking post funny faces.
Is this guy trolling? Bro, Flight will literally fall asleep or smoke weed during content. What are you talking about? Is this guy high?
You literally fight that shit.
Oh my god!
You're literally betraying your own fucking argument right now. You're saying by you just sitting there and you having your own fucking clout, that just helps it. So if Flight is fucking doing the same thing, it's transformative to you, no?
Yes. All I'm saying is that I think there's a world where that ecosystem is fine, and people are like, yeah, I want that. This is good, whatever. And I only people should go on it. No, it's no by default and ask permission. Bro, you can talk, you can interact, you can make these systems work. You can make like libraries and shit. There's ways to do it.
No, listen. I think we agree. First of all, I fuck with React content. I like React content since 2017. I think React content is dope. As long as you're fucking giving credit to the guy who fucking made the video, and long as they're cool with it, if they're cool with it, then it's fine. If Let Me Know said, yo, I'm cool with X reacting to my video, it's fine. Yeah, so I don't have a problem with you doing that shit. But let's just agree that you taking from them does kind of fucking fuck their shit up. Because that's a viewer that they could have had.
Wait. So you're saying that the guy says yes, and you say no. So if I go to your ex-girlfriend and I seduce her and we start fucking, and you say, well, no, I don't agree. Like, this doesn't make me wrong. Okay. Like, what the fuck?
This is not even fucking analogous. This is not fucking analogous. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
If you say no.
That doesn't. Okay. Relax, buddy. Number one. Number two. If the fucking guy that you want to react to says no, you're not gonna react to him, right?
What?
If the guy that you want to react to his fucking video, if there's a YouTuber you want to react to his video, and they reach out to him, because I assume you reach out to these people before you react to their content.
Okay, not before, let him after.
Okay, now you do it, right? And he says no, you're not gonna react to his shit, right?
Wait, what?
If he says no, don't react to my shit. You're not gonna react, right?
All targets you could find for this argument, you found the worst guy out there. I will clap your cheeks. not only do they get asked about, I literally have a system with them. So it's yes and no's, and some people I've stopped watching their videos, and it's all fixed, and everybody's happy. I have no problems with anybody right now.
Okay, again, we agree there. But the only place we don't agree is when you say that you're actually providing any value. You provide value for yourself, like you said with the World Cup example. Your viewership
It's not exclusive. It's both, Brett.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What did Let Me Know benefit from your shit? What the fuck did he benefit from your fucking shit? He didn't benefit shit. His video was already fucking doing great.
Hey, kid. Listen. Here's the benefit. You are talking about him right now. That right there has a value. Right, you just proved me right.
Money? Does he get money? Does he get money?
You talking about him right now. You proved me right.
I don't give a fuck about. No, I didn't prove
you
I said monetary fucking value. Monetary value. Monetary value.
You are
mauled. Does he get money?
Mauled.
Does he get money? You weigh 120 soaking wet. Stop talking shit. Does he get money from you talking about him?
He's gonna get extra. From all that, we'll give him money and we'll give him views. Yes, he will make money about that.
It's because XQC reacted to him. It's because XQC is ripping off content. That's the fucking headline, right? It's not because XQC is reacting to him, right?
Then why do I care? Why do you make it whatever you call it? It's not what it is. If you're mad about it,
sure,
you are not him. You are not him.
Stop trying to fucking put me in a box. I don't care.
Him.
But you're trying to act like every video that you react to has the same exposure as the Let Me Know one. You've reacted to a billion things on your fucking stream. They don't all go as fucking viral as this one.
They still benefit, and out of that are not cannibalistic in behavior whatsoever. It is not cannibalistic, and there's no data behind it that will show that it is. And if there is, I am waiting for you to show me. Otherwise, your argument falls flat on its face.
Let me ask you this. Do you think they monetarily fucking benefit? Do you think the people that you react to
down the line they do? Yes.
I don't care. Prove that shit. Okay, you made the statement. Go prove it. Down the line, they make fucking money. Prove it.
Wait, you make the claim. You made the claim that they don't, right?
You just made the claim that they do. It's on you to fucking prove it.
Wait.
You can't. They absolutely don't.
Wait a minute.
They make more money. They don't.
Wait. It's literally all on Twitter. I don't even have to go dig it up right now. It's all out there. The people I've shown stat increases across their other videos and increases when React kicked in. Even if a little bit, it's still a positive, and that equates to dollar amounts, and that is tangible. And you're not the guy who's gonna say, "Do not rob this guy." I know everything. Who are you?
Whoa, hold on. You are not. No. You're fighting shadows. You're being fucking retarded right now. I don't care if you.
Yeah, you're a shadow. You are a shadow. You're right. You're a shadow. You are. You're actually a shadow.
Okay, thank God you have money, because that's the only thing that's holding your fucking skinny ass.
That's right. And I got a whole bunch of it. I got a whole bunch of it. So get fucking seated. Get seated and get to hear about me, bro. I'm loaded the fuck out. Holy shit.
Listen, X, I don't care that you react to fucking content. What I fucking give a slight shit about is you trying to fucking cope with yourself and lie and say, you know what? These people benefit so much from me reacting to them that it's good for them. They should be fucking thankful that I'm reacting to them.
I didn't say that.
Wait, you literally just said they benefit down the line. They make more money.
They do, but I didn't do the whole attitude of they should thank me for this. They should thank me.
But you also said that only big guys should have these fucking contracts or these things where they get to react to fucking content or watch parties. That's what Alba pushed back against. He was like, no, it should be open to everybody. When you were like, no, it should be open to
like, because it's about the creative vision. If you had any, you wouldn't be in this room right now, bitch ass. You get that?
In the same room as
it's
me,
about
bitch ass.
the creative vision. Yo,
what's the creative vision behind you reacting to shit, you lazy bitch? What's the creative vision between putting your tiny fucking webcam
before we did that shit? It wasn't around that much, especially for live content. We are visionaries. You are ancestral.
You're not a fucking
visionary. You are Babylonian. You are old.
If I was stuck in the fucking Dixie, you'd be a visionary. You're not a fucking visionary. You are an Overwatch Andy.
You are mad. You are mad because you are bad.
Brother, you fucking found the wheel 1,000 years after it was invented, and now you're acting as though you fucking came up with a new thing.
Okay, and what have you come up with except for talking shit?
The only thing you came up with is the most retarded fucking arguments to fucking cope with the shit that you're fucking doing.
I get it. He's another one of these guys that's mad because people are banking on low effort when he's making nothing of a high effort.
That it's low. Wait, hold on. You admit that it's low effort. You admit that you're not really doing much, but you call it creative genius.
Yes.
Where's the creative genius behind it? Okay, tell me the creative genius behind you.
It's the social aspect behind it, the chat aspects, and how these are exploited to make a better, full-fledged product that people enjoy watching more than enjoy watching your ass do whatever the fuck you do, bitch.
Okay,
but then it's so simple.
But then guess what? I could fucking go watch the Super Bowl, or I could watch the World Cup final socially with my fucking friends, with my fucking people, and guess what?
But you have no friends though.
They paid for it. You didn't pay for shit. Yeah, I have fucking friends, nigga. The only friends you have are niggas that are trying to slap on your fucking skinny ass dick.
He fell for the bait. Brother.
Congratulations, you fucking made a shit joke and I fucking played.
No, you fell for the bait. The whole point is that people on the internet have no friends, and they're gonna watch it with their internet people and internet communities, and they don't have friends. It gives value for them, even though you might go watch it with your friends. They don't have that option.
Let me ask you.
They watch it in chat instead. Dumbass.
Okay, sure. All your fucking juicers are some fucking lonely motherfuckers, and they're parasocially attached to you, and that's why they fucking watch it. Okay, perfect. I understand. Cool. That makes sense. I agree with you. But would you be willing? Let's say if fucking Chris Nolan or whatever the fuck his name is, Christopher Nolan, he says, okay, X, pay 100,000, and I'll let you react to my goddamn fucking movie with your chat. Would you pay it?
Oh fuck yeah. But then I'll make an event out of it.
So you're down for compensating people for the fucking work. You're open to actually compensate. It's not only permission.
Wait, to be clear, I think all of us said that, right?
I've always said that.
No, but he's also he's trying to argue right now.
I said I would pay them. They can claim the videos. They can take them down. I would give them my rev. I'm open for when we talk together, we do some stuff that's fun.
Okay, so you're completely 100 billion% open to give, when you react to shit and you upload it to YouTube, you're open to give the fucking money from that YouTube revenue to the fucking creator, the stream money, all of it.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, niggas that are complaining about this is retarded. If that's the case, I'm sorry. If this nigga is willing to give you the fucking money he makes off of the fucking reactions, you take that fucking deal.
Now you get it. Now you actually get it. But the thing is, my problem with all this hasn't been the problem, like the people that are complaining, is that they complain on other people's behalf. Because the people that are on the receiving end or on the robbed end of it, they don't even agree with the people that are fighting for them. They don't, because they enjoy the ecosystem that we've created.
Okay, so if the people that you're fucking pulling content from are more than happy to give it to you because they're like, this is fucking cool that you're reacting to it, I don't mind. All I'm saying is, when you decide to argue that you're a creative genius because of this React fucking meta, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not. You're not. It's okay, right? When you decide to argue that because I react to somebody, their fucking future videos do way better for way longer, therefore they make way more money, I'm kind of still fucking getting them paid in some ways. Therefore, it's beneficial. That's the only part of your argument I have a problem with. Everything else makes sense. But when you try to claim that you're actually super helpful, when in all reality, you're still kind of slightly fucking them over because that's a viewer that they could have had. Because if I watch their reaction to fucking let me know, why the fuck would I ever watch this video? That's it. That's it.
You know what? It's kind of sad you went to this argument because we went against it earlier of that one thing. Most of my viewers, not every one of them, they would not watch that particular content if we weren't watching it here at that time. They actually wouldn't. The overlap is not only negligible, it's almost non-existent compared to the opposite. You would have to prove the opposite. When would I have to prove that? Because my overlap is proven to not be there. So you're wrong, flat out.
Okay, okay. Let me argue this then. If we're seeing YouTube videos and we're seeing them same as movies, right? You're seeing them the same, right? You would pay for both equally. You don't have a problem with giving the fucking movie studio money. You don't have a problem with giving the YouTuber money. If everybody, because we're not talking about XQC only. If everybody decided, because you said you're a creative fucking genius, you're a visionary. You're the one who's pioneering the new movement. If everybody started doing what XQ fucking say, you love that, you fucking bitch ass nigga. Okay, if everybody decided to do what you're doing and decided to react to fucking movies, decided to react to fucking content that's behind the paywall, why would they then go watch the original content? There's no point. Maybe for YouTube videos, there's no overlap.
We just went over that because they wanted to watch it here with us.
Everybody would have
because they have no friends.
No, wait, hold on. But at the end of the day, you said shit is top heavy, and you're against shit being top heavy. You want everybody to fucking eat, and you think what is gonna help people eat, right?
Oh, fuck that shit. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they eat, bro.
No, because at the end of the day,
I'm not gonna put your signal.
It only benefits you, right?
Oh my god, you misinterpreted everything that I said. You misinterpreted everything.
I clear it up.
I don't give a fuck to spread the wealth or do whatever the fuck. I'm not gonna virtue signal that that's the main point here. That has nothing to do with it. I still think that has positive effects to do that. Literally. It is not negligible, the positive impacts. But I'm not gonna say that that's the whole point of it. I'm not saying that. When did I say that?
So what's the main point behind the shit that you do? It's just that it's
because I want to have fun. Yeah.
And if you could help fucking people out by paying for shit, you're gonna pay for it.
I would give them a 10x depending on their size. Yes.
Okay. Alright, then we agree. Honestly, we agree. Then there's no problem.
Cool then.
Yeah.
That sounds fair enough, to be honest. I'm okay with that resolution.
But start reacting to my video. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Start reacting to my videos. Start reacting to my videos.
I win.
React to my videos. React to my videos. Guys, I'm not. Instant win. No, it's an instant win when I get that fucking wire transfer, buddy. React to my shit. What the fuck?
I like how he got the John's.
This is the greatest scam of all time. What the fuck? He's gonna pay me 10x.
I like how he got the Zerka. He called him Zerka in 5 minutes.
Every time you're on stream, nigga.
Stop.
Every time.
Stop. Okay, you guys are done. Okay, thank you. Okay, how do you got your debate prep, Max? How you feeling?
Yeah. They should make like a YouTube premium for streamers.
Stop.
You know what
No,
I mean?
just
You pay for it, it gives them like a cut. Just for like all the
Wait, Darius, shut the fuck up. Kick.com/Carantos QOR.
Oh my god.
Kill yourself.
Okay.
You know what, Disney? The reason why I didn't react, and I don't think you should have reacted to people playing that shit. You wanna know why it's like that?
Yeah, why?
Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters with getting people's attention, right, and actually making good content is substance. And substance is something you create by doing things of value. And I don't give a fuck if somebody's struggling already. When they plug their shit, I don't feel threatened. Wanna know why? Because even though they might go there, they won't stay there. Because the people has failed to create value time and time again. It's why they have to plug. The fact that they plug is the reason why they have to plug. Does that make sense? So it's like,
wait, who asked? Who asked, X?
Oh my god! Like clearly none of your viewers. There's none here. Holy fuck!
Who asked?
Who asked? Oh
okay,
my god!
Plug, there's nothing wrong with plugging, by the way. I'm sure your ass fucking plugged shit back in 2016. Okay, listen, you can't knock a brother because he's on his early part of his journey, or you're at the end. Okay,
that's fine.
Okay, relax. Okay, listen, if you're a foot short, you might actually look human. Go ahead. You don't knock it, but what?
No, I don't knock it. I think there's even comical value to some of it if you provide content. I think you're pretty funny, to be honest. And I don't have no problem with this interaction. You provide enough content for this broadcast to be valued, at least with some sort of exposure, right? And when you plug it, I don't care. If you went here and you were like, guys, I don't agree, guys, and he said, Twitch.tv/bumfuck. And it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, at least give us some value, right? That's what it is when it comes to React. And that's the whole basis of it. That's the whole basis of my argument, especially with React 2. It's the same thing.
So basically, I provided enough transformative content to this broadcast that I've earned the right to shout myself out. Just like you did with your reactions, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But next time you're going to compliment me, at least, tell me you're going to go downstairs. Because right now, like, no, I didn't know you were going to glaze me that hard.
You know what it sounds like? Hey, it doesn't. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Slicker in the beginning.
No, I sound like Zerk and Slicker.
Loud and annoying. Loud and annoying. No substance and ends up quitting.
Okay, yo,
but I hope you know. I hope that you do. I hope you do well, though. I promise. Listen, when you make it, listen. You can say I was your biggest hater. Okay.
Wait. No. Wait. I already have a lot of those. Okay, but if I'm like Slicker, yo, King, can I borrow like 10K?
Oh, here it comes.
What? You said I'm like Slicker.
I knew it.
What? Yo, King. Help a brother out. I assumed you helped Slicker. What the fuck? Actually, you paid for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
He owes me 200K.
Wait, are you actually expecting him to pay everything back?
No, but I mean, I know he won't. But the whole point, the whole narrative of it is that he should, right? That was the whole.
So you're not gonna say no. You're not gonna say no if he's like.
I'm not gonna say no. I know it's not gonna happen, but I mean that's the whole that was the whole gist of it, right? Is that if down the line he'll pay or he strikes gold and boom, sure, I'll take it, right? But it was all about the victims, not about the perpetrator in this instance, and that's why I did it. It was about the victims.
It was not about getting paid back. It's about helping them.
Yeah, exactly. Because I heard the stories and it was really bad, so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, okay, I'll fuck with that.
The girl with the cancer. Oh my god.
Yeah,
yeah. Don't do it. No, stop. Don't talk about Lupelli. Stop.
Bro, Slicker.
Stop.
Jesus,
I mean, the father one was a lot worse than the cancer one, to be honest. But you don't need to get into it, okay?
Well,
listen,
it was kind of cool.
It's an addiction, okay? People make fun of shit.
I'd love to talk about like the good things I do, like a fucking donator of charity, savior of the world, right? But I did see one guy that I helped out. I think it was Luke. I saw him at a party today, and it was kind of wholesome. So you know, these are the things that I'm being paid back in how would you say, like nice, refreshing story. Yeah, a little bit of happiness like that. So I'm being paid back slowly. You get it?
Being paid back and good vibes, you know?
Stop donating to the fucking Atlanta PD and maybe donate to the fucking St. Jude's Hospital next time. That's what he's basically telling you, Lil Steve. You know what I mean?
I bet the Atlanta PD puts a lot of people in the hospital, so, you know.
Okay, dude.
Oh my god. Disney always finds a way to get them, makes things really fucking sour.
What did I make sour?
Man, that is fucking.
Hey, Freakazoid, thanks for
next time he's gonna say that they're breakdancing on. Okay, I'm not.
Oh yeah, that breakdancing on George Floyd's neck was crazy.
Oh my god, guys! Jesus, you have to finish the joke, like Christ.
It was a good joke though, but. Like...
Yeah, that was Destiny's joke. Yeah, good delivery for sure.
I think you're ready for your debate with Ethan.
No, I think I'm ready to lose, but you know what? I'll get more impressions by losing than by winning, to be honest.
I think you sharpened tonight, you know? I think you
the main thing to remember is you're going to be talking to an audience that aren't as familiar at all with all of these like background positions you have. I think that you need to make those clear before you fall into like a trap of
Wait,
Ethan's
why
going to be
are
judging
you
you on his
helping
terms.
this guy? This guy's like the enemy of all the React people right now.
So,
or the YouTubers,
I was actually
so
going to
careful.
say, Jesse, do you remember your debate with Big Joel?
Yeah, I hate that fucking guy. I know.
So you were kind of locked out by the end of it because he basically conceded that yes, no matter what the property is being threatened, let them steal it. Like he basically gave it. So at that point, there's nothing you could do. It's like, yeah, sure, I guess. And that's how I feel with X. I pretty much fully understand your worldview and what you believe is happening, and therefore it's like, all right, you know, I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I understand why you do, and you know, that's going to be a big hurdle with Ethan because he's gonna come at you with all of the worst ways to present your POV and how it affects the world.
Yeah,
sort of
but
thing.
Also, people something he forgets is that yes, some of his viewers are like old, but a lot of them aren't as old as him, right? And a lot of his arguments come out of touch, and people can really feel that. And when you compound these arguments a lot, you tend to lose the optics battle, which is the only reason how I'm gonna win I could win the optic battle is that he's just gonna self-sabotage in that regard, right? Because otherwise he wins by optics by default, just based off of his position, right? It'd be like trying to say like racism is good, right? It's like a terrible position, terrible bad optics. I mean, you have to hope that your opponent would sabotage his position or his optics for you to look better in that point, right?
Because like I've seen the clips of him, he hates you, right? Like he's
exactly, which is good for me.
Sure.
Well, it's only good if he acts unhinged. If he acts like calm and chill, and you act unhinged, it's bad for you.
Yeah. But it's good for content. Which I have to make a good hybrid of, which quite frankly, I'll be honest with you, I think Andrew Tate of all people does pretty good.
Out of curiosity, if there was a creator who built their whole career on, let's say, analyzing film or whatever, and then you knew, like inside their head, you knew that they thought, I can retire now because I've got enough of a community where I can just react to videos, and even if the content creators were to complain, I'm going to ignore them. And I'm not really going to react, I'm mostly going to be making food and stuff. Would you condemn them ethically, or would you be like, whatever, it's fine?
I didn't really understand entirely, because that was a lot of components then. Say that one more time?
So if a creator built their career on, let's say, reviewing movies, they had like millions of subscribers, and then they said to themselves in their head, but you knew about this, I'm going to retire, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to stream now all these different movie reviews and all these different videos and stuff. I'm barely going to react, I'm going to be making food and eating it, and mainly just being on my phone. And even if the creators ask me to take down my VODs of when I put them up with the same titles and stuff, I'm just going to ignore them. Would you condemn that person?
Well, okay, I think that right now we're in a position where I think people need to do better overall for the whole realm to progress in the ways that I think it should and deserves to and will in the future, right? And I think that when you do things that are bad and damaging and really bad, I think generally people should if you can do better, you should, right? And I think perhaps people should, you know, there should be some sort of feedback, sort of conversation behind making him not do that, because I think that's kind of cooked. Like if it's like really low quality, right?
It's good to hear that you do value the creators you're covering's position on all of it. That's good.
There's a degree. Yeah, because I want things to be good. I want people to enjoy more content. I want people to like get baited, because it will take more time for that creator to start losing their followers and people to stop caring and to trickle down somewhere else, right? Down the line, because if you think about it, like you want things to be good. I want people to have better products to watch, better things to watch. I don't want people to lose on stuff. You know, that sucks.
Wait, Mao, let me ask you this question. First of all, we're talking about optics with like Ethan. I want to fucking bomb the NRA building fucking client. So optics wise, it's not hard for X to win that shit. Number one. Number two, if his argument is I'm willing to fucking 10x the money that these people fucking get, I'm willing to pay for my reactions, shout them out, do everything, ask for permission. If I don't get permission, I won't fucking react to their content. How the fuck are you gonna push back against that shit?
That's what I'm saying. Make sure you get that stuff out. He's going to want to just talk about the fact that he believes you're stealing. But as soon as you let him know you're willing to do all of that, but no one ever, or I don't know if anyone ever has requested it.
Oh no, I have, and I've worked with them in the past before, and I felt really bad, and I talked to them about what they want to do about it. One of these examples is Chris Kazar. I've spoken with them, and I think when they started getting a lot of sponsors from like the Gay Foundation, what the fuck, what I noticed is that they actually didn't want the React to be uploaded on YouTube, and we just stopped entirely. And their motives for that was just because they had interlinked sponsors that had probably way more pure visions than the one that are authored by mine and my videos react. So we stopped doing that, and it was a very good and understanding conversation, and ended up being good overall for everybody. So I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, if you get all that out early, you should be fine with Ethan. I don't see what he's going to be able to do at that point, because you're talking about compensating the creators, which is something that you make clear matters to you. So that's going to be the main thing.
Okay. I'm gonna. Now he's probably screaming right now with his grandma about arguing and shit like that. So I'm gonna have to be careful about because he's probably screaming as well, right? He's doing the same thing as we are. He's probably doing arguments, screaming.
Ethan is absolutely not no.
Oh, you asking like how good is Ethan at arguing?
He's asking if Ethan is like
he's probably gonna know about
arguments right now.
No, and I mean he's probably gonna have his points already. He knows all of his points already because it's his views, right? But like. You'll probably know about all this. I'll have to come up with like some sort of like off-stream strat or something like that, like a good argument I haven't thought about yet.
I mean, it is Ethan Klein after all. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm like, we're talking about Ethan Klein over here, not Ben fucking Shapiro. I was like,
Ethan has been on a tear. Ethan has been on a tear recently. Okay, be careful.
So you really think X is gonna fucking lose to Ethan?
I'm just saying, Ethan has been on a tear recently. Be careful.
I think he's going to get taken completely off guard by the compensation stuff. I don't know what he's going to do with that.
I mean, Ethan can just default to the argument of like, until that payment system is set up, streamers should stop stealing content.
But the X has said he's already got it. It's ready to go.
If he's 10xing the money that he fucking gets from that content and he gives it to them, I'm pretty sure that's more than whatever that system is going to give them. I'm very confident in that. So
what I mean by 10x is like if that segment on my stream get a certain amount, I would gladly pay for even more, right? More than I personally got out of that segment, because at the end of the day, I don't care. I want to make content that people enjoy watching, right? And it keeps me into the game. It keeps me there. It keeps me making stuff that people watch. I will make that money back in a fraction of the time. Just because, just off the fact people are having a product they enjoy watching, and that's it. Flat out. That's my vision for it.
Yeah, because it's hard to push the stealing angle if he keeps talking about compensating them or making deals with them or trying to set up a system that will work with them. If you just said you don't give a shit and you ignore them entirely, then Ethan would have a better foothold.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and I've had multiple talks before with other YouTubers. If they really want to, I have all the logs of the combos that I've had about people and offering them to be paid for their work, and all of them said no. They don't give a fuck. Quite literally, they did not want the money that the video created. They just didn't care. Same way that I don't care when people yoink my shit. It's the same sort of ecosystem, because everybody's like having a good time, make good content. Their word gets around, their video gets around, things go viral, things are good, and everybody's happy. the people that are unhappy are the people that are not part of the ecosystem, that nobody watches their videos, nobody reacts to their shit, and they're trying to push the argument of stealing on other people's behalf because they're insecure about the current numbers, and it's fucking cringe.
Let me ask you this. Would you take down a channel that solely, like I think Lil Steve over here was talking about it, would you make, if somebody was just making content about you, he's stealing your shit, but he's talking negatively about you, and he's making money off of shitting on you, would you take down his channel?
No, because I think overall misinformation and dog shit brings more views at a rate of like 1 to 8, I think, and they're just bolstering my content out there, and I'm making more money off of their hate than they're making off the video itself, so I don't give a fuck what they do.
And let's see, if you don't think it's worth it that could happen, you just hate that people are spreading misinformation, so you would take them down, right? Let's see if I'm asking you.
If I would take somebody down for criticizing me?
No,
Yeah,
for
you said-
misinformation, but that you benefit from
You
it.
said like if Nick, you would love if you had a way to like never have Nick react to your fucking videos. or
Oh,
something.
theoretically, yeah, that'd be nice, yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
guys, you know what's
so you're the
you
opposite. Okay.
know what's crazy? My editor's gonna know people like shitting on me, and my editors these days, I feel like they kind of hate me. And you know what? You know the thing you said? They post misinformation about me? That's what my editors do to me. My editors post misinformation about myself on my own video titles, and they shit on me with their editing. Literally. My editors are my enemy. And you know what? That just works better. So I don't give a fuck that much.
I have a question. Do you think there's any argument that maybe the kind of live streaming space or the sort of video, whatever, content space should maybe fall under like a different classification for copyright ideas?
Yes.
Because I feel like it doesn't, a lot of the arguments we're making, I'm starting to see slightly more of your position, but I feel like working in other like fields, copyright has a lot more use than just like views and like just value and monetary amount, but like also genuinely, like as Pisco was saying earlier, like moral ownership or overall ownership. So maybe like it could be a different class maybe, and that makes it easier to be like, okay, you can register. Maybe if you had like different like labels for your content, like you'd say, okay, this is, you know, free to be completely used in the space. And we kind of have that with some, but I don't know, it kind of seems like that's what the intuition everybody here is pointing in that direction.
I agree, and that's why I think having I even produced the existence of maybe having a tag that says, oh, this is reactable or not reactable, right? And then that'd be fantastic, because then you can know ahead of time. And on top of that, I think you're right. Some people don't want their stuff reacted to. That makes a lot of sense. And the nature of live content is that you're just doing things based off of people's interests, what's going on, what are people thinking. Like, there's a reason why I don't wake up on a day and I'll go like, today, guys, if we want to watch this, and that. People will link certain things of certain interests, and sometimes we'll spark trends from left field. And as crazy as that sounds, okay, I think the early I've used him as an example like 3 times in a row today. Andrew Tate, I think that the React content of Andrew Tate stuff was a massive explosion for the beginning of the research of the name that ended up being in the headlines in the news. It was crazy how explosive the React was in its value, and it's quantifiable too.
Yeah, but was university, the way that it was set up, the more content you made of him, the more clicks you got through the affiliate link that they posted in their channel, the more fucking people you brought in, you could access his war room or whatever the fuck. So the people that were pushing his content were actually getting kind of paid for it. That's why they did it.
Yeah, I mean...
No, but what you say, it kind of makes sense, but like, in this instance, they're getting paid for it. They have a benefit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like to do hindsight herald, which is like after the fact analysis bullshit of like,
oh my god.
Why? What's up?
I like that.
Hindsight herald is like a negative term I use for like the really like cringe after the fact thing. Or even sometimes the people that speak about the things that Disney talks about, where you don't know, right? Because you don't have true lifelines, or you don't have a time machine to go back and compare the analytics of an impact or not an impact, right? And a lot of people like to make conclusions about those things on the fly and act like data's out there when it's not. That's why on Twitter I keep debating. Bring me the stats. Show me show me a graph. Show me anything at all that you have that this is harmful, and people have failed to do so. Because one, it's hard to find people that think it's bad that make videos, and 2, people that it's bad and it's impacted negatively. It's like there's none, like almost zero.
Wait, hold on. Didn't some ordinary gamers? Didn't he do that?
What do you mean?
No. When you guys were going back, he never did.
No.
Okay.
None of these have substance. They're all a bunch of bitches. What?
Okay, nigga, damn.
I still think it would still be worth, if ever possible, to talk to like Mutahar and stuff to see what would happen. I don't know, like, because I haven't looked at all of his videos, and I know Dark Viper has a lot of coverage of this, but I'm assuming you'd never speak to him. I don't know.
No, I mean, I would, but I think that the history has a lot of relevance. He brought up as a negative thing, or like as a got him, that I reacted to his video a long time ago. When in fact, if he was really upset about it and it was hurting him so much, he could have took my video down at the time, but he didn't.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, X. It's because you said that you never react to his dog shit.
I mean, shit. It kind of proves me right, because he would have done it, but he didn't. So, like, where was the upsetment back then? It's almost like maybe he wasn't doing it because he was gaining from it, and that was good. Right?
Or maybe he just didn't care enough to fucking take down your video back then. Maybe.
Right. But he cares enough to make 9 posts about me on Twitter and dedicate his life to hating me in the past weeks. Right.
Because that video was from years ago. You don't know what fucking people's opinions were back then. He might have changed his stance based off of people reacting to his content and ripping his shit off, and him seeing his analytics fucking hurt because of it. That could be a reason. I don't know. You guys should debate it. Like, he has his fucking position. I don't know what his position is exactly, but you'd be open to talk to him, right?
Sure, yeah. I don't mind talking to any of them. It's just that the problem one reason why I didn't want to talk to the other guy people mentioned is that guy made really weird tangents in the past, to like comparing to like other crimes and shit like that, and it's very just odd. And I think a part of his audience could be literally weaponized and dangerous, and I think that's just kind of scary. I'm sorry, call me a pussy, but that's how I feel about it.
Weaponized and dangerous.
Against the juicers. He's afraid that nigga's audience will take him down.
I think genuinely that comparing fucking React content to rape is fucking weird.
Jesus.
Great. Don't say the R word. Add the G before it. I'm sensitive. Wait, X, I have a question for you. Have you heard of the greatest show on Kick called Kick or Keep? So why are you laughing, Lil Steve? Yes or no? Did you hear of it?
The fuck is that?
Okay, it's a show that's run by me and your good friend over here, Lil Steve, aka
Bro.
Destiny.
Bro, this guy's really bro, this guy's...
No, listen, I'm just asking, would you ever be down to come on? I just want to know.
I'm not currently looking for the date at all. Like, even dating shows, I'm not...
It's not dating shows. We barely get any women. Don't ask why. It's just... Listen, don't fucking laugh at that. But I'm just saying, listen.
Bro, I'm
in...
Yeah, but I'm in a position now where, like...
You don't need to do the watch type of fucking show. It's not a dating
off
show.
the board. Like, I don't care to, like...
No shit, you were with the fucking Panzer truck and you got... Listen, let's not get into that. Anyways, it's not a woman dating show. I'm a virgin. He ran away, what the fuck?
Nice.
Okay, no, listen. X, my bad. Listen, Steve, don't get mad at me, okay? Relax.
Chat's about to hate you for the rest of your life. Ready?
Oh, dude, don't fucking hate this, guys.
You know what? Somewhere Trainwreck is watching this, and he's like, I knew he couldn't be chill.
I knew it. This guy wouldn't be chill. This guy just fucking couldn't. I'm sorry. He said women are off the board. I forgot the whole, like, thing. You know what I mean?
You know,
guys, stop saying nice one, Q. Stop.
Watching that Hassan and Ethan thing covering like the X stuff, it's clear Hassan does not share X's point of view on this at all, except for the whole he just wants to take the content.
I mean, it's
like,
really hard to tell. The problem is Hassan is like always in maximum clout mode, so Hassan was stuck in a weird area where he's trying to appease Ethan while not shitting on X, and he also does some of the stuff that X does, so he's like in a really weird spot. Yeah, like
he didn't even mention the benefit to creators or an intention to, or talking to them. He was just like, yeah, we shouldn't be stealing it. Yeah, we should transform it. Yeah, shit.
Why would Hassan try to suck up to Ethan when Hassan's bigger than Ethan?
Because he just doesn't want to fight with him. He shares a show with him.
Yeah, they probably got contracts that extend way beyond just...
No, not even contracts. You don't want to be fighting with your popular co-host. Why would you ever do that?
Well, he would if it like meant... If it was something super important, right? He would probably have to.
No. He has
you think Hassan never would?
No. He would never would. No.
What if like Ethan said capitalism is like the greatest thing ever?
Hasn't there actually... Wait, am I crazy, guys? Hasn't there been a show where Ethan is like, yeah, I'm a capitalist, not a full-on socialist, and Hassan kind of like babyfoots around? Am I crazy, or did we watch that happen?
You might be right. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we actually watched it, but I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Wait, didn't Ethan just call out Hassan or something? Like, you just reacted to it a few hours ago, no?
Well, he apologized for it. You guys know about that?
Yeah.
Wait, so Ethan is cool with going at Hassan, but Hassan can't do the same to him?
I think
Hassan
that
just generally tries to minimize the amount of fighting and drama that he's in.
I should learn.
Ethan will like throw shit out quickly and impulsively, like, but he's always going to have a thing in his head of trying to avoid conflict with his co-host as well, like anybody does. Well, too much conflict.
So Ethan is the alpha in the relationship, and Hassan just tries to appease.
Yeah.
Him. He's not confrontational. Okay.
But he did say he's like sorry on Instagram or something. It was too much when he was getting like wide celebration on the internet for how aggressive he was. And now everyone's sad. But hey, if he brings that energy to the actual, when is this happening? By the way, the XQC Hassan thing. Does anyone know?
I have no idea. I don't know if anybody knows.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna head out, lads. It was fun.
Yeah, love you, buddy. Be careful.
See ya.
I'm dipping too. I'm dipping, man. Look, dude, I actually feel bad because I was having a good conversation with him. Like, dude, how the fuck am I supposed to remember a fucking case like that? I'm not a juicer, you know what I mean? And all I said was fucking Panzer truck. That's the wrong thing. It's a Panzer
Wait, remember what case? Wait, did you actually trigger him? What did you say that triggered him?
I think I didn't bring up adapter. I said like, he was like, oh, at this point in my career, like, I really don't want to fucking talk about women. I was like, no shit, you were with the fucking Panzer truck. But like, I did say, you know, that's
okay.
Listen, just give it to me straight. Did I fuck up? Just.
I don't know what the Panzer truck is. I don't even know what the fuck that joke means.
No. First of all, it's a tank. It's not a truck. Number one, so I fucked that up, right? I fucked the joke up. Number two is because his girl is built like a fucking linebacker for the NFL, or his ex-girl, excuse me. But I forgot that I'm not meant to fucking bring her up. Like, dude, I don't take fucking, you know, like PR training or shit. I even forgot the whole thing existed. But just, you know, give it to me straight. Did I fuck up? Just be honest.
No, I think it was okay tonight. He got all of his debate. He got his debate prep. I think he'll be okay tomorrow, just because of you. Congratulations.
He got juiced up enough, basically. Okay. Guys, just make sure you to spell my name correct when you're making the fucking hate threads, because I want to be able to fucking search my name. Okay. Quiznos is also fine. Darius, don't put me in fucking groups without my permission. That's a violation. Anyways, kick.com/Quarantos, QORANTOS. Okay. I'm dipping. Blue Steve, take care. Darius, take care. Irrelevant. You too good not to fucking be good. Bye-bye.
Destiny, how do you know you're in love versus lust? Give me like a father.
Is it retard hour for Darius again? Are we about to do some retarded shit?
Retard existence, man. Just talk to me, man. Just tell me. How do you know when you're not chasing some dream versus you're chasing an actual reality? Because I'm just stuck in this weird. I'm just lost in translation right now. I don't know where I am, Steve.
What's he doing? Irrelevant. Catch me up.
He's with a girl right now, actually. He picked up this girl when we went to downtown Phoenix.
Wait, then why is he in here?
That's what I'm saying. He's in the living room literally with her, and he got into the call. She literally insulted you earlier. She said you sounded like Ben Shapiro when we joined the call. She won't say that shit over voice, though. Irrelevant. Unmute. Make her say it over voice.
You do, though. You do sound like Ben Shapiro.
Who's saying that?
Bree.
Link me a picture of her, Darius. I'm about to ruin this girl's whole life right now in front of 10,000 people.
Steven, get on cam. Really get on cam.
Just talk different.
You want to take a picture?
I split it, August.
You're asking for consent, bro. Just take the
just
picture.
Like the least flattering picture.
Steven,
It's what it is.
You gotta get really out of this liberal mindset when he's hanging out with girls, man. He just asks for consent on everything, every single thing. He doesn't.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Dude, you just don't know how to vibe check at all. Like even when, like in that one clip where you kissed that one girl, Tanisha, I don't know what the fuck her name is, but you're like, "Can I kiss you?" Go. Like he doesn't know how to go in for it.
What?
You gotta
what are you talking? What is he talking? What is he bringing
What am
up?
I talking about? You don't know how to not be a liberal.
Bro,
wait, send.
Girls like it when it's not consensual.
Yeah, is that your
name? No, it's not. Not that it's not consensual. No, it's not that it's not consensual. Sometimes consent can be given by body language.
Are you recording?
It's on his stream. He's probably got thousands of people watching, right? Oh wait, you're still on stream, right? Destiny?
So now you're flexing Destiny's numbers.
No. What I'm saying, she asked if it was
Good,
recorded.
whatever.
The answer is yes.
This cat's cute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Destiny's cute.
Yes, I am still streaming right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, yeah, it is being recorded. Go ahead. Say your takes.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your take is that Steven sounds like Ben Shapiro.
It wasn't a take. You know, he just sounded like Ben Shapiro earlier. I thought it was funny.
Thanks.
I've never heard of you before. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wait till you show
What's up,
yourself on
Steven?
camera.
What did you
I'm a
talk
lot more
about?
interested.
Why did the Power Rangers assemble on your stream?
X was here, and all the orbiters wanted their shot at fame and fortune.
Did it work out? Do you think
Really?
Chris
So
is
X
going to
came
finally
first
get over
and everybody
100
else came
viewers?
You guys were both talking at the same time, so I don't know what was just said. What?
X came first, and then everybody else came through.
Well, X was gonna debate the Mauler guy, and then everybody else came through. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Who won, bro? Come on.
We all won today. It's good content for everybody, you know.
Yeah. True.
The reaction channels are gonna react to the debate later.
True. Absolutely true. All right. I'll get out of your hair, Steven. I'll let you end. Wait, are you ending?
Yeah, probably pretty soon. I'm fucking tired. Yeah.
You might win.
Please tell me you're playing a game.
Get out of here, man. It's AB conversation. Get out. You can go now, Relly.
Huh?
You can go now. Me and Steve are about to talk about love.
Oh yeah, with who? With who? Whose love are you about to talk about?
Your business, pussy.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I'll sit in. I'm sure everyone wants to hear my opinion on your love life and who you're talking
No,
about.
I'm just wondering how you know you're in love versus like some weird concept of what love is, like love or some chase or whatever. Like what do you need to do for yourself? Like my personal opinion is that when everything's against you and you're still willing to go against the odds, you're probably in love. Like you're willing to do something stupid and you know it's stupid. So that probably means you're in love.
Wow, dude,
Thoughts?
so deep.
That is pretty deep, huh? That's how it is. Do you think that is
Romantic or healthy?
Go ahead.
Nothing. Just hating.
Yeah.
Just being a hater.
Who are you in love with, Darius?
Your fucking mom, bitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. You fucking coward. You can't say it, bro.
I'm not coward.
Everyone knows.
Do you
who you're
really
talking
love if you don't even want to say their name? Are you really in love with them?
True.
I could say I'm in love with Sushi on OnlyFans. That's
Why are you doing this?
OnlyFans, like,
Why are you doing this, Steve? Why are you doing this to yourself right now?
I'm in
You
love.
can keep your
I love
options
my
open.
ex-fiance. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice already.
Wait, that's not her talking, is it?
No.
No. Who's Sushi?
Yeah, the
You
girl.
think Sushi's with You think Sushi's with Relly right now?
Oh no, dude. No, it's not Sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi
This is another girl you guys had on.
Well, listen, Sushi has an upgrade from Grace at least, so.
That is true. That's what I was telling Darius.
Sir Wild. Like, your whole thing.
How's this one?
Why do we
Like-
even need to talk? Why do we even need to bring Grace into this? I'm just saying in general.
Bringing girls
Because I think I have a genuine.
His more than mine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get a real answer from you, Steve. You're too disappointed in me.
I don't even know what you're actually talking about right now, so.
What I'm trying to figure out is okay. I can't give examples.
Oh, good argument. Darius. Think that. Wait, no. Darius.
What? Does she want to have a threesome or something?
Darius, do you think you use girls as props for your live stream?
No. Does she think that?
I think it's pretty undebatable for a little bit. Yeah.
That's
No?
disgusting. I try to create genuine connections with every single female that comes to my stream. The problem is, that women tend to be like kind of weird, and then they get like weirded out by my stream stuff, and I have to explain to them that it's just like stream stuff, and then they ended up like leaving me at the end. But I don't feel like I use them now.
Because
like the intention is to use them.
they probably
Except for
feel
this
like
one.
they're being put on display
Except
more
for this
so
one
than
guy,
like they're
definitely
hanging out with you.
There's some guy that's one of your chatters that like his wife like messaged me, and she wants to like hang out to like make him jealous or something. I don't even know, man. She's like in Arizona right now. Like, she wanted me to bring her over tonight and put her on stream, but I'm not gonna do all that. It's too much. Autism.
It's kind of a weird situation.
That is weird.
Wait, why'd you bring that up? I don't know. Was there was a good
because that would be a prop that would be a woman prop. That would be a woman prop moment because I would bring her on stream intentionally for content, but I'm not going to do that because
I just wanted to ask because that's funny to me.
Well, Darnell, you're looking for sage wisdom from Destiny, and it sounds like you're not willing to go in depth. You're not even willing to say this name.
I would say the girl's name. I just don't feel like saying it right
So
now.
go ahead and do it.
You can say 2. Go ahead. Or 3.
Yeah, go ahead. Say whoever you want. Go ahead.
Her name is Lacey Corp.
Oh, Lacey Corp.
Lacey Corp. I like her a lot, and I'm just trying to figure out what the difference is between like a like and a. You're muted, dude. You guys aren't gonna answer. You're just gonna make fun of me the whole time. I'm getting out of
Really?
here.
No, I won't make fun of you. I want to hear this.
I'm just trying to find a difference between what is love and what is lust.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have any wisdom for him on that one, Destiny?
Like, how do you know you're chasing like I'm sure Steven, you found a girl that was like really intriguing to you. Okay, I can talk about someone you talked about on stream. Girl with yellow spoon. You thought she was really
I'm not
cute.
getting into it. We're not doing
You're
this
not
right
gonna do it?
now.
Okay. Oh
We're
my
not
god,
gonna
I
do it.
hate you, dude. I hate you because you don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You thought she was cute
Session
or
is
whatever,
like-
right? But and it's like, okay, like this girl's awesome or whatever, but it's like, is it just like a meme? Like, I don't understand what constitutes like.
Really?
But obsession is
like, dude, you're having a conversation with this chick.
Like you
I
could only
can't
love
focus.
them, but you can't imagine them with anybody else, and you wouldn't allow them with anybody else.
What?
What the fuck did she say? Okay, love usually comes with sacrificing something for the other person. So, Steven, if I sacrifice you for another person, does that mean I'm genuinely in love with them?
You should try asking your mom that question.
Would
Dude, you and Ben are talking about fucking my mom, man.
You're making memes. Of course I'm making memes back. What do you mean?
Come on, man. Be real, because I hold you dearly. I was gonna send you a very emotional message today. I was in the shower, I was having shower thoughts, and I was like, because I've been hanging around a lot of like the Thorposphere and like all the people that hang around like lolcows or whatever, and these people are the most disgusting subhuman pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, just like even these sub adjacent people that are like not even like, they're not even lolcows, they're just people that watch lolcows. Even those people, they just use the hard R regularly, and they're just like, they just like talk about like what, I don't know what the fuck, you know what an A-log is? What the fuck is an A-log?
Why do I know that? What does that mean?
I don't know. That's the thing. These fucking losers literally use this weird like 4chan terminology, and like it's like the most like autistic worst shit I've ever heard in my life. And they all just like talk about like, they say gay ops. What, you know what a gay ops is? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, that's where you infiltrate a community. You pretend to be it's like false flags almost.
It's when you pretend to be homosexual, or
No.
or is it just where you pretend to be someone else?
It's where you pretend. It's like astroturfing, basically.
Ah, that's so fucking gay, dude. I thought they were pretending to be homosexual because they kept saying no gay ops, no gay ops, and I was like, oh, you guys are pretending to be gay because what would happen is they were. So I'm in a server where literally every single person is pretending to be a trans female to hit on Ben Thorpe to get him to send his dick pics. So I thought when they were sending gay ops, they were saying gay ops. I thought I was like, oh, okay. They're like, we're gonna pretend to be homosexuals. I thought like not even fucking trolling. And I was like, oh, okay, that's like funny. That's like, but it's instead it's just like they're just, it's pretty much just opposition. It's just opposition, and that's all it is. You know, someone linked that shit. Unironically, his dick pics are out because he's like messaging like fake trans girls through Tinder. They're making fake Tinder accounts and like putting themselves in the same location as him and like trolling him. It's like really autistic. But anyway, but these people are all just like, so they think they're so like important, and they think they're doing like some like vigilante justice, but instead what they're really doing is they're just like getting entertainment off like a mentally ill guy, and it's like not really like, it's not really based or whatever. It's just kind of like cringe and kind of sad. So I was just sending you like a big message about how I appreciate that your community is not like, even though like I'm kind of like a joke or whatever, it's not like this.
Don't we
like,
explicitly
not,
like make content out of mentally ill people? I feel like we actually do a lot of that in my community.
You do, but you understand what the huge difference is? Like everyone's not vile. Like the thing is like think about Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph has mentally ill people. He's mentally ill himself, and he has people on his stream. But those people that watch Ethan Ralph are genuinely vile, awful people. But the people that watch you are actually like not bad people. They're actually like,
compared to the kill stream, yeah, I don't think we're that bad.
That's what I'm doing. I'm comparing from the lowest of the low, so maybe it's like not really a brag, but like after I've interacted with these people and like actually been able to be like, because they're trying to get me into their like little groups, because they're like, oh Darius, you got to get into this lolcow shit or whatever, blah blah blah. They're trying to like get me hardcore into it because now I'm following like the Thorpe shit or whatever. And I'm just like, dude, you guys are like, I got like super high last night and I listened to them on a call, and they like, all they do for like legit hours is just like pick at each other's, like they be vulnerable with each other, tell each other their like deep darkest secrets, and then they just use it against each other on like repeat, and then they just keep coming back to each other as like friends. And it's like the weirdest like shit I've ever seen in my, it's so fucking bizarre. And like it's their whole like the whole like degen side of like the internet is just so fucked. And then I think I go back to like, I guess my community, which is technically kind of like yours in a weird way, and I'm like, wow, I'm so fucking appreciative that like I kind of like grew up watching Steven and getting the audience that he had, because this is so much more normal than anything else I could have been in my life. Because these people, like I could have been like, these people are so fucked in the head, like so fucked.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Made enough sense, sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, anything else, buddy? I'm fucking tired. Am I doing this right, guys? What I feel like I'm always making so many food things, and I feel like I'm still coming short on food.
Dude, that's crazy, because people are saying like DGG is normal, lol, W. You guys would be so like legit. Like Steven, if you spend like a week like in these spaces, these guys are so subhuman, man. Fuck, I'm sorry. I can ramble. Dude, dude, one of these people had like e-sex with like Grace and her mother, and they were like bragging about it. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what? That's so fucking weird, dude. That's so fucking weird. And he was like bragging about it. I was like, yeah, I kind of got into like both of their panties. And it was like, he did e-sex to them. I was like, this is so fucking weird. And they're just like, they champion that shit. Why leak it? It's not even leaked. They openly talk about it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty weird, I'd say, for sure.
Do you know Brie? Okay, can I ask you, do you know Brie Ellie?
I don't think so.
You never knew this girl.
I don't know. You'd have to show me her name. Why do you think does she know me?
DGG used to watch her and like laugh at her because she was schizophrenic or something, I think. Does chat know? Chat, do you know who Brie Ellie is? Nope, the weed girl? For like a week? Yeah, it was like a time period, and you guys would watch her. Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah, no, she's okay, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she was like mad schizo, and she like hangs around there, and she's like talking about like like killing Chapo Trap House, and I'm just, dude. Okay, never mind. Yeah, yeah. Have a good night, Steve. I'm sorry. It's for you.
All right, have fun, buddy. Be careful. Jesus, fuck, guys. I'm gonna make this. I need one more solar panel, and then I think I'm good on this fucking bullshit. I just fucked my whole tomorrow's fucked now. Jesus. $54. Is this podcast happening or not? Which podcast? You're gonna control your orbiters? I think today was okay. I think Q and X's interaction was fine. There's little me. Alright. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, I think. We'll see what's happening. Rubber in on my duders. Good night.